がとう。
Hi, Chat. How are we doing? Hi! Hi, Ray! Ray! Hi, Rendra! Rendra! Bro! I got Kinder Surprise eggs and there are dinosaurs in there. And Mimi pulled 2 dinosaurs! I have dinosaurs! Dinosaur! Oh no, Ray, why are you sick again? Ray, stop! Hold on, let me post dinosaur to the Discord. Wait. I post them to the Discord. Look at my dinosaurs. How do you get sick all the time? I don't understand, bro. Dinosaur! Look at my dinosaurs. Spilled hot cocoa on my garlic bread last night. Oh my god, bro. Come on, Ray. Are you for real? I know, right? They are so cute. I was talking to femboy number 5, I was distracted. Stop getting distracted by the femboys, Ray. Stop. Okay, so, is the sound alright? Or is the game too quiet? I think it might get louder once we start the game, so... Sounds good. Perfect. Okay, so we will be playing Start Again today. It's a BL visual novel. So... let's see, I'm curious. Like, the music in that game is 10 out of 10 already. So, I'm really curious. Yeah, it's BL, Ray. And at the same time, we have a live stream on YouTube, so if you want to say hi over on YouTube. Hello, YouTube! How are you doing, guys, over there? Don't be shy. Okay, let's start. Let's see. It was quiet. Silent, noiseless, but not quite tranquil. It was the kind of quiet that became something more. A silence that pierced through the building, tearing it away from reality and pulling it into its own dimension. A quiet that was both terrifying and calming all at once. Hello, Rendra! Welcome on YouTube too! Silence filled the void where humans used to exist. Now all that was left was the ghost of the long gone. But for those lost to humanity regardless, this would be their new heaven. Sebastian opened his eyes, surrounded by that silence. Peek! Peek! Hi, Del! Peak design! Hey, Boban, how are you doing? Welcome in! Thank you for stopping by! Second ever YouTube live stream. Welcome, bro! It's good to see you! Where Sans found his temples and he massaged gently, trying to ease the pain that had begun to take over his mind. When that didn't work, he first turned to the room he'd found himself in. The room was dark. Whether that was because it was night or because the windows had all been covered, Sebastian didn't know. His eyes scanned everything with growing suspicion. Secret identity. Shh. I was at home. How did I get here? Is anyone else here? Hello? Nothing stirred in the darkness. All was still. He jumped to his feet and cautiously took a step forward. The floorboards, damaged from what looked like years of battling against the weather, cracked underneath his careful footsteps. Hello? Anyone? No one answered. If there's any ghost here, I promise I'm not an exorcist. I'm not even sure how I got here, but I don't mean you any harm. I'm just going to leave now. Okay. He's Loki Shoto? Oh my god, for real? Huh? Like for real? Oh my god, I get that got inspired by Shoto. I wouldn't be surprised. Sorry. Sebastian walked towards what looked to be the entrance to the house. The door was large and imposing, made of faded wood with deep engravings. Thick scratches ran down to the wood. Sebastian took the door handle in his hand in an attempt to turn it, but was met with a loud click instead. Locked. Oh, God, Miss Ghost Lady, I'm really sorry, and I didn't mean to encroach on your territory, and I really want to leave, like really, really. So please, would you let me out? I'll never come back, and I'll make sure no one ever disturbs you. I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. I promise I don't taste good. Look, I'm way too skinny and I have no meat on my bones. But maybe you don't eat humans? You want to take over my body? Is that it? I'm sorry, but I really need it. Maybe we can share if you let me go? This was new. Welcome to YouTube, Del. It's like a weird parallel universe that we have to explore. Sebastian stumbled backwards, eyes flicking all over the room, until the back of his legs hit a small packing box. It was taped shut. Oh, there's something in there. Sebastian crouched down and put his ear to the box. It was moving from side to side slightly, and a muffled sound came from within. Help me! Come on, Sebastian. You've watched a horror movie or two. Is the ghost more likely to curse me if I open the box or if I leave her in there? Okay, I'm opening it. Here goes nothing. With one swift movement, he ripped the duct tape from the top of the box and pulled open the flaps. Inside was a little girl with white hair as pale as the moon, sitting there, huddled into a ball with tears in the corners of her eyes. She did seem to be a ghost. Oh, baby! Oh no, look at her, she's so cute! Are you okay? No. Where am I? I don't know, I just woke up over there. Oh. Come on, let's get you out of this box, okay? Sebastian held out his hand and silently prayed she wasn't a ghost. When her hand met his, instant relief washed over him. I know, right? She's such a baby, so adorable. Okay, not a ghost. I thought you were a ghost. Wait, you're not, are you? The little girl shook her head, her long hair flowing from side to side. Okay, that's good. Well, my name is Sebastian. What about you? My name is Nini. Okay, it's nice to meet you, Nini. I'm not sure how we got here, but it's about time we left, don't you think? Nini nodded her head, using her sleeve to wipe the tears out of the corners of her eyes at the same time. Let's take a look around the room, alright? Maybe there's other people here. Or, if there's not, why is it just the two of us? Sebastian couldn't help but cringe with each step the two took around the room. The creaks and groans echoed through the house. If anyone or anything was nearby, they would have been heard easily by now. Sheets laid across much of the furniture, and dust laid across the sheets. However, whoever had once lived here had left quite some time ago. Mr. Sebastian? Yeah? I think there's someone over there. Nini pointed into a dark corner of the room. Dated pieces of furniture concealed whatever was hidden over there. How do you know? I thought I heard someone say something. Okay, well, I'd love to look, but now I'm suddenly thinking about the ghost thing again. There's no ghosts here, silly. Ghosts aren't real. Wow there, little lady. What do you mean? Of course ghosts are real. Really? Yes, it was the summer of '64 when I met my first ghost. You're not that old. Nope. Okay, I may have never met a ghost, but I'm certain this is a haunted house. How can you know? It has all the telltale signs. 1, strange noises. That was me, though. 2, all the doors are locked. Couldn't someone else have locked them? 3, it's way too cold in here. Isn't it in the middle of winter? And lastly, I feel like someone's watching me. Again, I think that's probably me. That's how I know this is a haunted house. Okay, I'll go check over there myself. Don't worry, I'll protect you from back there. Sebastian gave Nini a thumbs up and a reassuring smile. She nodded back enthusiastically as if she truly believed that he had her back. If you really are a ghost, I want to help you. You got this, Nini. She crept closer and closer. There's someone there. Sebastian crept closer, looking over Nini's shoulder. Indeed, there seemed to be the shadow of someone lying in the corner of the room, mostly hidden. A chair made of wood and wood sat in the way. Sebastian tried to pick it up and move, but the leg instantly snapped off. He picked it up. Now I have a poking stick! Won't he be upset if we poke him? Okay, get your food, take your time. Nah, I'm sure he doesn't mind being poked. Hey! Hey! Ugh. Well, in good news, he's not dead. Yay! Where? A man with white and black hair sat up rapidly, then scouted in the opposite direction of the little girl and the man with the chair leg. Oh. Okay. Nothing happened. Sebastian, don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. Or expect her, who knows what she'll do. Hey, I'm not going to hurt anybody. Where am I? Well, that I don't know, but I can tell you where we aren't. I don't think this is the circus, or hospital, or the aquarium. I'm pretty sure it isn't my house, but not certain on that one. It doesn't look like a school, or... Okay, just shut up. Yes, sir. Hey, what's your name? His name is Mikael! Oh my god. Okay, this game is already a 10 out of 10, not gonna lie. I'm Nini. Alright, Sebastian, Nini, what are we doing here? I don't know. I just woke up a little while ago and got her out of a box. A box? Yeah, like a packing box, duct tape shut. Do you know who put you in there? Nini shook her head. I don't remember anything. So, let me get this straight. None of us remembers how we got here, and now we're in some kind of... haunted house. That's what Mr. Sebastian said anyway. Fine, a haunted house. Why do I feel like if I told you we were in a haunted house, you would have told me to shut up? Yeah, because I would have. Mikael stood from the ground and brushed himself off. Okay, Seth, Nini, we need to get out of here. Where have you searched? What? I said, where have you... No, I mean, what did you call me? Seth? Isn't that your name? Well, people usually call me Seth, but I don't remember mentioning that to you. Do we know each other? You wouldn't forget me if we'd met before. Look at this handsome mug. Yeah, we don't know each other. I wouldn't forget someone with such a big head. Hey, Mikael. You seem like a Mika to me. His face turned pink. Peak storytelling at this point. Peak. Call me Mikael, or I used that big head of yours to open the door. Seth put his hands up in fake surrender. Fine, fine. We tried the door, but it wouldn't budge. I don't even think my head would change that, Mikael. Attention, phantoms. The timer has now begun. You have 2 hours to escape before the house is decimated. Good luck. A timer appeared from somewhere unseen, projected onto the wall. In front of their eyes, it changed from 2 hours to 1 hour and 59 minutes remaining. Well, what the hell? Who said that? Wasn't me. No shit, Sherlock! It sounded like it came from a speaker. Is someone watching us? Do you think it's some kind of pervert? No, I think it's someone that wants to see all 3 of us dead. That seems even worse. What's going on? Her large eyes blinked over and over again as if she was trying to stop herself from crying. Seth kneeled down to be on eye level with her. It's okay. Someone put us in here. We are going to get out again. You just have to be brave. Oh, okay. I need you guys to think. I'm always thinking. Properly, Sebastian. What's the last thing you remember? Nini spoke up first. I was just at home. That's the last thing that I remember. Seth? I think I was in a train? No, a factory. Or was it a church? Can you be serious for just 5 minutes, please? I am being serious. It's like my memory's all fuzzy. Did you hit your head or something? I don't think so. Well, I can't really remember whether I did or not, so maybe I did. Forget it. Then, what about you? I was with someone. Somewhere. That's very informative. Thank you. Like your recount was any better. Touché. This is going nowhere. Come on, we need to search the rest of this house. Time's already ticking. Following your lead. Someone else. Wait. Mikael had already moved to leave through what looked like a dark, long corridor. He paused, a look of mild annoyance on his face. What? Please don't say something stupid and waste our time. No, it's just... Aren't we missing someone? Missing someone? Like, shouldn't there be 4 of us? Why? What do you know? Nothing. I don't know anything. It's just a feeling, I guess. We already searched the room. There's no one else. No, we definitely meant to have 4 people. Sebastian, you're starting to get on my nerves. You know what? You know what this looks like to me? Someone purposely stalling us. And what if I am? Then I would be led to believe you were also the one who brought us here. Mikael's body stiffened up. Well, luckily, I'm not. I'm serious. I feel like we're missing someone important. Fine. Now what's their name? I don't know. Welcome to Start Again. Start Again story is experienced across 4 routes. Using the game's flowchart menu, you can jump between the routes at any time. From time to time, you will encounter logs in the story that require you to have information from other routes. Wow, hold on. I thought this game was like 3 hours long. You can return to the flowchart by pressing the flowchart button beneath the textbook. Note, you cannot save and load between routes to progress in the game. Your data will not carry over. Instead, please make use of the flowchart to change routes. As you progress, more sections of the flowchart will become available. Good luck and enjoy Start Again. Hold on. Huh? What? Oh my god. Okay. The constant drone of many machines working together to become one. The buzzing, the rearing, the hissing, all mixed together to become an instant whisper. It whispers secrets to no one in particular. Secrets only meant for themselves. Machines, they belong to humans. Tools, they belong to humans. Instruments, they belong to humans. Hi, Rustic! How you doing? Yet the secrets said otherwise. They mumbled and muttered that someday their world would be reclaimed. Someday the humans would belong to them. Tired, but I'm good. How have you been? Luckily, my headache has been getting better. I just discovered that the game might not be 3 hours long as I thought it might be, so, let's see. The steam beam crashing to the ground just inches from where his body lay discarded was enough to force Seth's eyes open. He jumped to his feet, his heart rate racing faster than what would be considered safe. What the... Another came crashing down a short distance away, the metallic sound loud enough to rattle his bones. His eyes took in his surroundings. A large open space made of cement and metal. The windows were black, but whether then was intentional or had dyed it a color so black he didn't know. Broken machinery lay discarded on the dark corners of the room. By all accounts, it seems to be forgotten, dated factory of some kind. How did I get here? Is it a visual novel? Yes! It's BL! So, of course, we have to play this. It's from the same studio that did A Date with Death. So, yeah. But look, the style is very pretty, okay? Hey, I have played visual novels before that weren't BL. I played Hakuoki, okay? Just for the records. Where even is here? A groan came from above and a shadow passed over the cold cement floor. That's when Seth saw it. A young girl, her eyes tightly shut as her chest rose and fell peacefully. Deep in sleep, she was unaware of the beam directly above her that swayed to and fro. Shit! He ran before he even had a chance to think. The beam cracked on its last legs. Just as he scooped the little girl into his arms and jumped to safety, it came crashing down on the ground with a boom. Dust flew up from the ground, coating the pair. Ha! Jeez, who built this place? I tell you what, it's definitely overdue for the safety inspection. And if I had to guess, I would say it's going to fail. I'm not a safety inspector, though. Dad? I don't think so. Unless someone hasn't told me before. She wriggled from his grip, retreating a distance away and eyeing up her surroundings. Savage bottom for sure. You did not see Mikael, okay? I wouldn't be so sure. I wouldn't be so sure. Wait for the next story part where we can go back to where we just started, and you have to see Mikael. Let's... just wait, okay? Where am I? I don't know. Hey, look, I just woke up seconds ago as well. You can trust me. I'll be the judge of that. Okay, you just sit and wait. We will be right back. I realize that comes off as untrustworthy, but you've got to believe me here. My name's Sebastian. Sebastian? Special people call me Sev, though. Sev? My name, it's... Nini. Okay, it's nice to meet you, Nini. So, you don't know how you got here? No. Alright, let's just get out of here for now. We can go to the police station and get them to find your family, and they can come to pick you up. No, I don't want to see them. Okay, well... You still don't want to be stuck here, right? So, then, first step, we'll leave, alright? Okay. Sevi, could I hold your hand? Oh, she's adorable! I can't help! Look at baby! She's scared. Sev smiled, trying to put on a face that would calm her. Of course, there's nothing to be scared about here. Sevi, I know, right? She's adorable! I love her! He held out his hand. She quickly took it. It was small, fragile, and trembling. The first stop was a large door that seemed to face the outdoors, but no matter how much she jiggled the handle or pushed and pulled, it wouldn't budge. Window it is! Seth picked up a scrap metal pipe that had been tossed to the ground. The weight was heavy in his hand. Stay here for a second, okay? I don't want any glass to get on you. Okay. As if he was aiming for a home run, Seth swung the pipe a few times, testing the force. Satisfied, he lined himself up to the window. It's time for you to face my steel, window. Prepare yourself. No longer will you hold us hostage. No longer will we be your prisoners. By the power I wield within my hands, you will... Are you talking to yourself? No, of course not. Here we go. With all the strength he could muster, the pipe swung through the air before colliding with the window, and subsequently bouncing right off it, causing the man to stumble backwards until he landed square on his ass. I'll try another window. So he tried another, and another. Yet none of them would break. He walked back to take Nini's hand again. Okay, it looks like the windows are no-go. I'm sure there's a way out somewhere around here. Even as he said that, another beam fell from the ceiling with a metallic clang that echoed through their heads. It started as a gentle sniff, but soon became a blubber. A blubber. Tears overflowed out of the corners of Nini's eyes as she watched the world as she knew it fall apart around her. It's okay, really, look, we'll be fine. Attention, Cox. The timer has now begun. You have 2 hours to escape before the factory is decimating. Good luck. What? Made it? Sevi? What's that? Nini, between tears, pointed towards the wall. On it was a projector number. 1 hour, 58 minutes. Stay calm, stay calm. The little girl is going to get scared if I get scared. This must be some practical joke. Yeah, it's a joke. Just play along with it. We should... A loud banging, 5 times away... A long banging, 5 times against something metal, came from across the room. Behind the shelf, Nini, help me move this. I mean, you don't really have to help. No, I'll help. Nini rubbed her face against the sleeve, leaving it damp with tears before jogging towards where the banging was coming from. On the count of 3, we'll push. Got it? She nodded enthusiastically. 1. Seth cracked his knuckles, preparing to show what he was made of. 2. He took a deep breath and did a little stretch with his arms. 3. The bookcase slid to the side with no effort whatsoever, thanks to Nini. Sevi, it's on wheels! Cool. I just got shown up by a toddler. On the other side of the bookcase was the reinforced metal door. No windows showed what was hiding beyond. Well, that was easy. Who needed 2 hours? But who is doing the banging? Maybe someone's come to rescue us. One of our families? Oh, it's locked from this side. Well, let's get out of here already. A large metal bolt was the only thing stopping the door from busting open. Unless the baddies are in there. Baddies? Seth shrunk back, kneeling down to stand behind Nini as if she was a shield. You open it. Oh, okay. Wow, he's very responsible. Bro. The poor child. Seth, you need to be the man. See, maybe he is the bottom after all. But Mikhail is the typical sassy bottom type, you know? Okay, you will see. Just wait, you'll see. Her hands trembled as she reached towards the bolt. Okay, maybe making a child do this is a little much. But before Seth could move, she already pushed the door bolt aside. All was silent. For a moment. And then, all hell broke loose. The door crashed open with enough force to nearly rip it from its hinges. Whoever was on the other side had obviously decided that their fist wasn't enough, and the only solution to getting it open was to charge at it. Huh, I like their style. A blow of black and white crashed through the door and into the room. He barreled past Nini, who had quite smartly stepped to the side, and directly into Seth. The two went flying, skidding over the cement floor until they came to the stop next to the pile of abandoned machines. See, there he is! Are you sure? I mean... He has hot pants on, Rusty! Like... Davella, what do you mean?! can't make up my mind. Okay. Let's continue. Alright, asshole. Did you think that was funny? You better have a damn good explanation about why you locked us in that cupboard. Oh. This guy's pissed. Sorry, I thought you were the janitor. Do I look like a janitor to you? Seth looked at the man who was hanging above him. White and black hair hung from his head to dangle above Seth's face. It seemed like his outfit matched too. Yeah, did you find the broom in there? You... Mika, no! What, another one? I don't remember hiring 2 janitors. We're not janitors, you piece of shit. Where the hell are we? And who the hell are you? Oh, I'm Sebastian. You can call me Seth if you want. That's Nini. We don't know where we are. Okay, Sebastian, why are we here? That is a fantastic question. Well, no idea to be honest. You think I believe that after you locked us in there? Mika seems bottom, but is actually top. Bro is literally wearing hot pants! What do you mean? I need a poll for that after stream. I can wear them too. Do it! Do it and you end up on Ray's fanboy list. Oh yeah, I was actually lying about that, sorry. He didn't say anything further. He just silently raised his fist and swung it downwards. Oh. Please, Mika, that's enough. The young woman caught his fist at the last second before it swung into Seth's grinning face. Fine. Sammy, are you okay? Nini, I told you there were baddies back there. I don't know if I can go on. Don't worry, I'll protect you. She puts her arm out, standing in front of Seth. Once again, she seemed to have ended up as a shield. Look at him, covering behind a child. Don't you have any conscience? What's that? Seth finally got to his feet. His back ached where the 2 of them had skidded over the ground, rubble and all. Believe it or not, we're actually stuck in here just like you, Mika. Bro, Nini has more. Nini is the top. Nini is the top. She's gonna do them all. My name is Mikael. Don't call me Mika. I'm sorry. He's just a little cranky right now. I'm not cranky. We were stuck in a tiny room. Now it finally opened. These 2 were here. You should be more suspicious of them. One of them is a little girl. Why don't we start over? Great idea. You guys get back in the closet and we'll push the shelf back again. I'm going to hurt him. Oh, yes, you will. I'm sorry. Contenance. The girl stuck her arm out in front of Mikael, stopping him. My name is Rini. This is my brother Mikael. Well, I already introduced myself, but it's kinda awkward if I don't reply, so... I'm Seth. This is Nini. We just woke up here a short while ago, nearly crushed by falling beams, then freed you guys from the closet. Welcome back, Del! How was your food? Did you enjoy it? Oh, then I got tackled by your brother. He's a little straightforward, isn't he? Rini is so pretty. But she could be Nini's older sister too. Like, this is... Let's all have white hair and don't tell Seth. Well, you shouldn't. Tell us what you know. How many times do I have to say I know nothing? Oh, I'm not surprised. Just your face alone screams airhead. Well, what about you? I don't remember anything. Neither do I. How about you, Nini? No, nothing. As much as standing in circles, getting to know each other is fun, if I can direct your vision to the timer on the wall. He pointed to the timer as if he was a flight attendant. 1 hour, 40 minutes remain. We're already running out of time, Majoli. You don't believe that bullshit, do ya? What, that the building will be decimated in 2 hours? Yeah, I kinda do. And then you're an even bigger idiot than I thought. Well, just break a window and be done with it. How could I not think of that? Man, you really showed me. Please be my guest. Okay, no. They are both bitchy, sassy bottoms. In fact, here, take this. He bent down to pick up this abandoned rusty metal pole, then handed it to Mikhail. Mikhail snatched it out of his grip, then sauntered it up to one of the dark old windows, with a cocky grate. He wound up his betting arm as if a mirror into how Seth looked just a few minutes ago to himself. Pull back a little further, there might be tough windows. An old factory like this? Don't be stupid. Yet, despite his word, he still pulled the pipe back just a little further. Seth watched on with a smile. Mikhail swung down hard. The air whistled. And then the pipe bounced right off the window directly back at Mikhail and hit him square on the forehead. Bros knocked up both bottoms agreed. Like... He instantly collapsed on the ground and Seth burst into laughter. Mika! Oh my god! He really... he really did it! Is he okay? Why didn't you tell him you already tried it? Seth shrugged. He was the one who wanted to do it. But he sees for himself how trapped we are, so he takes it more seriously. Mika? Mikhail? Are you okay? Asshole. Winnie helped Mikhail back to his feet. He swayed back and forth for a moment before finding his footing. With that sorted, how about we start looking around and actually finding a way out of here? Unless, of course, you want to go around too with that window. Leave it, Mika. We should hurry. Yeah, whatever. We'll search over there. Do you two want to start on that side of the room? Okay. So we want to look around together? Of course. Mika over there probably smells anyway. You tell me he was sitting on your crotch just a second ago. As Mikhail's fist tightened, Rini led him away by the arm. He's not very nice. Just a terrible personality all around. Well, that doesn't matter. We're only going to be stuck with them for a little while. Come on, let's look around. They searched through every nook and cranny, careful of anything further falling from the ceiling, but it seemed to have stopped already. Everything was covered in a layer of rust. Whatever this factory was once used for, it was long in the past. Sevi, what do they make in factories? All kind of things. Cars, clothes, food, little girls. Little girls? Yeah, maybe you were made here. Don't be silly. Little girls don't come from factories. They come out of their moms' bellies. Like little parasitic aliens bursting out from their chests? No? She shook her head. No. Fine, maybe you're a little too young to have watched that. What is wrong with him, bro? Come on! She's like 5! Hey, you guys. I think we found something, but well... She looked awkwardly back over her shoulder where Mikhail was desperately trying to push a large piece of machinery to the side. He didn't look like he wanted to ask for help. Can you come help? With pleasure. The trio approached Mikhail, who was red in the face and panting. I said I didn't need any help. Seth is legit zero thinking before talking. Kinda like me, to be honest. You haven't even moved it an inch. I have! Step aside, we've got this. We? What, you're going to make a kid do all of your dirty work? I'm strong too. I can help. And push! Seth and Nini lined up beside the old machine. It was definitely heavy, but in just a few moments it was pushed aside. There we go. It was all Nini. She flexed with her muscle would be... She flexed what her muscle would be if she had any. The door. Looks like this is the right way. Oh, what's this? Beside the door were two screens, one awaiting a password and the other one with 4 colored buttons on it. We need a password to open that door. Suddenly, the 4 colored buttons started lighting up, one at a time until it stopped, awaiting input. This is like one of those kids' memory games. Are you good at them? There's only one way to find out. Don't mess this up for us. I'll try my best. What? Huh? Oh my goodness. Shit. Eh? Green, red? Oh, this, okay. Green, red. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, it's not that hard. Shut up! Green, red. Am I hallucinating? Okay, now it worked. You did not see anything! As Seth pressed the last button, the screen went dark, before lighting up once more with the word. Enter. Enter? Is that meant to be the password? That's a dumb password. That's like making your password open sesame. But worse. Well, whatever. I'll try it. The door opened with a low metallic groan that seemed to match the rest of the building. Beyond, it was pure darkness. We have to go in there? Stay close to me, Rini. Okay. It looks scary. I don't want to go. Seth extended his hands once again to the little girl, who took it eagerly. I scare away anything that's hiding in the dark. Okay. The sound of something dripping seemed to coming from every direction. Somewhere in the distance, chains were dragged slowly against the cement floor. Seth stuck out his bare hand, but he couldn't even see that in front of his face. Each time an unexplainable sound came from somewhere in the dark, Rini let out a low gasp or whimper. You doing okay? Yeah, you don't think anything here with us, do ya? I don't know. Of course not. There's got to be something we could use for a light. Seth felt through his pockets for anything that could help with the encroaching darkness, but came up empty-handed. Anything he has in his pockets before, like his phone, was gone. Wait a second. Who took all my stuff? Rini? Mikhail? Do you have anything? The answer to this question was silence. Come on, even if you don't, you could answer me. More silence followed. Guys? And then he noticed it. The tiny little worm was sitting on his palm was gone. Nini? Shit. Where did I must have gotten split up from the others. Nini? Rini? Mikhail? Mika? Seth is cooked. For real. Well, you got this. Easy. Nothing. If not even calling him Mika got a reaction from him, then he truly wasn't within earshot. It's okay. It's fine. Just go back the way I came. Every direction seemed to be the same. Darkness, darkness, and more darkness. Suddenly, Seth felt very alone. He clutched his head. A pain shot through from the base of his skull all the way to his eyes. He pressed his palms against them, trying to calm the throbbing. What was that? Another pain shot through his skull. He fell to the ground, his hand still clasped to the eyes. It's not meant to be like this. I made a mistake. Whether he waited for 5 minutes or an hour, he didn't know. Surrounded by a blackness that rivals the night sky, he waited. Waited for someone, anyone to help him. But all that awaits was the end. As the factory fell down around him, one thought entered his mind. Someone, something that can help. What the fuck? Bro, we're not even an hour in! Okay. This is when we went down. Okay. Each time an unexpected sound came from somewhere in the dark, Reenie let out a low gasp or whimper. You doing okay? Yeah, you don't think anything is here with us, do you? I don't know. Of course not. There's got to be something we could use for a little light. I still don't know. Okay. Let's do this. So Nini got eaten by monsters. I mean, so the game is kind of complex because you have to do all of the routes together, like after each other, kind of, to get the information you need to continue, you know? So this was route number 2. We're starting with number 3. Their voices rose in a chorus, cascading up, 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 far into the sky and beyond, starting as small as a whisper before rising to the crescendo that threatened to pierce even the heavens themselves. Booming, deafening, it echoed through the hall, yet at the same time it was the most fragile, dedicated sound to ever grace your ears. It made you feel at home, yet as if you longed for home. It made you feel at peace, yet as if you wished for peace. And home and peace were far from this place. Sebastian opened his eyes. Behind them, a dull ache that made him want to instead keep them shut and sleep for the rest of eternity. Yet, he pursued and took in his surroundings. A high ceiling, decorated, as someone might say, godly. Rows and rows of pews, all lined up and awaiting an audience that seemed to be missing. An altar and an organ, which sat covered in a layer of dust. Where am I? Where is this? The church was covered in a deadly quiet. It felt as if he'd woken up after the world had ended, and he was the last person left. I was at home, and then nothing. Seth stood from his seat and walked slowly between the pews. Pew pew! Empty, abandoned, it seemed a little ironic that a place like this would be desert. A place of faith, of family and friends, but now that was all gone. Now all that was left was the feeling of absence. A ray of light shone in from a window, cascading over the room. And then he noticed a young woman kneeling in prayer. Give me the strength to go on, and the courage to find a way. Seth stood a distance away, listening to her quiet words. Most of them were merely whispers, but every now and then he would pick up on what she was saying. Even Seth didn't know how long they stayed like that. The young woman, so pale-looking that she may indeed have been a ghost, locked in prayer, and Seth, who didn't dare to interrupt her. Finally, just as he was about to make a move, she spoke up. Who are you? My name's Sebastian. Sebastian? Ion! How are you, Ion? You okay? Bit sleepy. Now you joined us for the BL visual novel, where we are not sure who of the guys will be the bottom. Yowie! Yes! Yeah, they're both kinda bottom coded, not gonna lie. This dude is one of the characters. No, that's a girl. This is one of the characters. And the other one is wearing fucking hot pants, okay? Okay? I show you, hold on. I think he is gonna show up. Yeah, hold on. Do you know where we are? Seth's voice echoed through the empty chamber. The young lady's back seemed small, fragile, weak, and her voice cracked as she replied. I don't know where this is. I'll try the doors. We should probably work out where we are. I tried them already. They're all locked. The windows won't break. I can't find a way out. There is no way out. Maybe we've been stranded here for hours since. Well, that's not a great sign. No, it's not. I'm not really one to believe in sins and hell and all that jazz, so I think that's probably another reason we're here. How about you tell me your name? My name? Her words were strained, tingled with pain. She stood from the place, brushed off her dark red dress, then ran at Seth. Before he had the time to react, she had already wrapped her arms around the brown-haired man and buried her face into him. I don't know what my name is. I don't remember. I look away for 2 minutes and there was a bot. I executed him. It's alright. Maybe I never had one in the first place. I don't know where I am or why I'm here, and I'm so scared right now that I could cry. But for some reason, seeing you puts my mind at ease. I feel as though you're important and I can trust you. Awkwardly, Seth wrapped his arms around the young lady and patted her back. Sorry, that must be hard on you. I also have no clue why we're here, but we'll find a way out. This dude does not look like a top. See, here's the thing, Ion. He doesn't. But the other dude is wearing fucking hot pants, okay? You know? Can they both be bottoms? I think, yeah. Maybe. Oh no, I think there are just the 4 characters. It's those 2, and then the other guy and the little girl. And they fight who can be bottom. Well, yeah, but I don't think there is another character. I think it's just the 4 of them. But we'll see. I just wait for the ad break to be over. 1 minute. So nobody misses anything. Hold on 1 second. I throw my rubbish away. I'll be right back. Okay, ad break is over. Moving on. Finally back. Welcome back, Dal. Okay. Don't mind the background noises. It's just Mimi doing Mimi things. Good there? Okay. I also have no clue why we're here, but we'll find a way out. By the way, my friends usually call me Seth. You can too, if you want. Seth, okay. How about we... Attention, Precans. The timer has now begun. You have 2 hours to escape before the church is decimated. Good luck. Did that just... Before he could finish his sentence, a timer appeared on the wall of the church. It was already showing that under 2 hours remained. Escape in 2 hours? Is this some kind of practical joke? You're not lying about your amnesia, right? She shook her head, her light hair flicking out around her. I remember nothing. I know you said you tried the door, but there must be some way out of here. Come on, quickly. Got it. Seth and the mysterious, unnamed woman split up, pushing and pulling and trying desperately to budge even a single door. But they wouldn't move an inch. Maybe we need a key, but I don't see any keyholes. It's like they're not even real doors. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're all fake, designed to make us think we have a chance of getting out. Well, I usually like to be a little more optimistic than that. If someone put us in here, there's a way back out. I do have a special skill involving doors that I could show you if you want. Will it open any of them? Probably not. Having given up on breaking any of the windows or making any of the doors budge, Seth started flipping over anything and everything he could find, searching for... well, anything. Hey, what's this? A phone. A phone? Can you call for help? Seth shook his head. No service. We must be in the middle of nowhere. Of course. I hold on to it anyway. We might need it. The room fell into silence as the two strangers contemplated what was going on. They begged and pleaded for someone answer to call out for them in the dark, to show them a way. Do you think we're the last people on Earth? I hope not. Why? Between the loneliness of being the last people alive and being dead, there's no competition. That's true. Also, I'm just saying this now in case I end up being right. I don't want any kids. Works for me. I don't either. Wow. First, he's sacrificing a little girl. Now, he's trying to riz a girl and not really rizzing her. Bro, we need to have a talk, Seth. For the first time, the girl cracked a smile. It was glorious, radiant, and beautiful. Are you sure this is BL? You're just as nice, by the way. You look like you're from the past. How to not pick up girls for real? Like he's doing everything wrong he can possibly do wrong. But at least she laughed about his stupid ass joke, so... Thank you. As if in answer to the previous prayer for someone to call out from the dark to save them, a muffled sound came from somewhere behind the organ. Please don't be zombies, please don't be zombies or vampires. The girl, curious, sprang to her feet and walked behind the organ. A gasp followed. Probably a pity laugh. What the... Everything okay? There's a coffin back here. It's me! I have a surprise! Asaf can't pick up girls, so he probably picks up guys. I think he's the one getting picked up. I don't think he can risk any guy. The color drained from Seth's face. A game of life or death he could deal with. Being possibly kidnapped he could deal with. I knew it was going to be zombies. As Seth approached, the coffin shook and trembled. Whatever was inside wanted out. Now. Is someone locked in there? You know what? I don't think this is at all relevant, and we can find somewhere else to explore. She put her ear to the coffin just in time for a muffled yell to escape. Ah! Oh god. Oh no. Sorry, lady, but I can't do this. Look, there's some kind of panel here. We can put in a password. I really think we should... There must be a password somewhere in here. Aren't you afraid? Of what? Coffins usually, you know, hold dead bodies. But listen, whatever's in there is obviously not dead. Or a vampire. That's so much worse. How can you not see how much worse that is? You stay here while I'll go look around for a coat. Wait, don't leave me here. Oh god, he's such a baby. What the hell? She instantly left him there. I mean, I would do the same if I was her. Don't make any sounds, okay? I said don't make any sounds. Well, the coffin started shaking. Or move! Bad coffin. Shh! Be quiet! This is how I'm going to die. From a zombie attack in a church in the middle of nowhere. Bro, so dramatic. What the fuck? I can't with this guy. What the hell is going on? Boo! Oh. That's not funny. Did you find anything? It seems to me like you don't want to get that open. No, never. Well, luckily for you, I found nothing. This guy's seen too many movies. I know, right? And what kind of movies? Like, he was talking about Alien earlier, so... But unluckily for you, I think it has something to do with the phone you found. I take back my pew. This thing, huh? I'll take a look. Oh, it needs an unlock code. What? A second code? Can't even find one. And you already checked everywhere? The unnamed girl nodded. There was nothing anywhere, nothing I can find anyway. Seth stared at the lock screen. It was almost like somewhere on the edge of his consciousness, he knew it. The 4 simple numbers. But no matter how hard he stared at it, no matter how much he racked his brain, he didn't know the code. He must be missing something. Come on, let's check around again. I thought you didn't want to get it open. I don't, but I want to die even less than that. And that timer is already going down fast. Already the timer was below 1 hour and 30 minutes. What was once a respectable but somewhat dusty church became what could be almost described as a bomb zone. Furniture had been upturned, pushed aside, flipped over on this side, searching for something, searching for anything that would give them a clue how to proceed. Seconds became minutes. Minutes snowballed into an hour, and soon the timer ticked down under 10 minutes. It's no good, is it? We can't give up now. The girl shook her head. It's okay. You're tired, aren't you? Seth's clothes were already darkened with dust and dirt, and his face was covered in layers of sweat. In the past hour, he truly torn this place apart. He was left panting and gasping for air as he collapsed onto the one pew that was left standing. The young woman with white hair and skin so fine sat down next to him. I suppose this is the end. Don't say that. It's okay. I know when to give up. It's a shame, because I feel like the future had more in store for us. I don't know why. No funny jokes? I'm sorry, I've missed something. This is my fault. She shook her head. Maybe this is for the best. How do you come to that conclusion? Maybe there really is a zombie in there, and by not letting it out, we're saving the whole world. You think so? No, but it makes me feel a little bit better. Maybe we're not even on Earth anymore. Maybe we're on some alien planet. Or maybe we're test subject in a lab somewhere. Maybe this is all the TV show and people with cameras will come out any second now. Sev? Sorry, I'm rambling. No, thank you for sticking with me. It was the least I could do. Maybe we'll meet in the next life. Maybe we will. Warning, 10 seconds remain. The time ticked down under 10 seconds and the girl closes her eyes, awaiting whatever was coming to them. Goodbye, Sev. Goodbye, My god, this game is brutal! What the hell? The building collapsed in on itself. All that remained was a pile of rubble. In his last moments, Sev thought of one name in particular. Rini. Bro, what the fuck is this game? Okay, last one. We need to find some clues in this timeline. When the yaoi starts, I don't know! I'm waiting for you too, okay? I mean, Mika was sitting on Sev's lap already, so that was kind of the first BL. But let's see. Let's see. The rumbling came from deep within the metal beast. A sound of pure strength, of steel, of speed faster than a human could ever move. It swayed left and right, slowly, rhythmically. What kind of word is that? Holy shit. Enough to lull one into a deep sleep. Turning a corner, it hissed, holding on desperately to the tracks laid before it. Perhaps the people inside that metal beast may have stayed sound asleep, if not for the low, mournful dirge of the horn that echoed through the chambers. Sebastian opened his eyes, his head pounding to a rhythm that seemed to match the swaying of the room he was in. His eyes passed from wall to the scenery that sped by just outside the window, and finally to the man who rested his head on his shoulder. Who is that? His hair was unruly, tousled in a way that made Sev think that he'd been asleep for some time. Unconsciously, he reached up to tame his own messy locks. The man's hair was— There we go! There the yaoi starts resting. There we go. Hi, Drake! How are you doing? This is Sev. Or Sebastian. This is our one BL love interest. Can I get cookies? Why? Is there something wrong with the redeem? Arigato. Yeah, maybe my end? Oh, you got a late shift, right? Maybe if you're home later, then you can try again, maybe? Okay. The man's hair was white and black, almost perfect except for the obvious regrowth one could see from so close. Oh, his head pounded harder as he stared at the man's sleeping face, an electric pain that sat behind his eyes. Mika. Mika, wake up. Sev held onto Mikael's shoulders, carefully shaking him until his eyes opened. Yeah, there we go, then get your cookie. Arigato. It was somewhat like looking into a mirror to the past. The man named Mikael looked first around the room, before moving on to glance outside the window at the scenery that passed by in a blur. And lastly, his eyes went to Sebastian. He froze for a moment before wincing his eyes in pain, as if his head was throbbing just the same. He's so pretty! Ah! Oh, your early shift. Oh my god, I was mixing up stuff. So how is the internet thing doing? Is your room ready? Last thing done tomorrow. Let's go! We've waited for 84 years. Seth? Last time I checked. Sorry, I must have fallen asleep. We were not on the train, if I remember correctly. Sure looks like we're on the train to me. Mikhail sighed before standing from his seat and looking around. Yeah, we're on the train now, but why? Usually trains are for traveling from one place to another at a decent pace. No shit. Although some would say that trains themselves are becoming obsolete and there's better methods for traveling from one place to another. Alright, thanks asshole. That's enough about trains. Mikhail forcefully covered Seth's mouth with his hand. The sound of muffled words could still be heard clearly, though, which led Mikhail to believe that he was indeed still muttering about trains. I cannot understand how people can stay in bed and only have their phone to do something. You know, you could read a book, or read manga, or, you know, touch grass. I like trains. Seth obviously does too. Hey, shut up. Look. Letting go of his mouth and praying the talk of forms of travel had ceased, Mikhail pulled Seth up to stand beside him before nodding in the direction of the seat further down the carriage. A woman with incredibly light hair sat upright in the seat, her eyes still closed and her breathing steady. The two men inched closer. Her dress was a deep dark red. Sitting as she was, she looked more like a doll than a living human. Her skin was pristine, perfect, her eyelashes long and dark. It's funny that I cannot do that because my room is a mess. No! I hope it gets solved fast. Like, it would be good for you if this situation can be solved until, like, the end of the week. So you can finally back to a normal, decent human being. Only when Mikhail and Seth were close enough to touch her did they notice that someone else was sleeping on her lap. A young girl no older than 7 or 8. Her hair and skin were equally as perfect and pristine as the lady she rested upon. Together like that, rather than dolls, they seemed like statues. Who are you? Automatically, Seth stood in front of Mikhail, shielding him. Ah! Bro, okay, hold on. He can shield the other guy, but not shield a 7-year-old girl? What the fuck is wrong with him? The woman's voice was cool and calm, but perhaps that only made it more threatening. Sebastian, this is Mikhail. We woke up on this train with no idea how we got here. Yeah, you know something about that? Mikhail's voice was tinged with accusation. Mika, it's okay. Can she want to steal him? I think she's his sister. If I remember correctly, Rini is Mika's sister. So hopefully she doesn't want to steal him. Maybe she wants to steal Seth though, I don't know. The currently unnamed woman shook her head, her long hair swaying from side to side with her. I thought you might have been the one who brought me here, but it doesn't seem like it after all. Her voice, which was so calm and collected only a moment before, finally relaxed, tinged with warmth. My name is Rini. She nodded towards the little girl still asleep on her lap. I woke up a short while ago and found this girl crying. I'm not sure who she is. Poor thing. Then wake her up already. But it's probably important if we at least get her name. Right. Rini gently stroked the little girl's hair until her big eyes finally fluttered open. She sat up and looked at the newcomers wearily, her eyes dashing from Rini back to the two unknown men as if asking if they were safe. Rini nodded. Did you also get brought here? Brought here? I remember someone carrying me here. Well, that's not a good sign. Seth kneels down so he could be on the same level as the young girl. Hey, it's going to be okay. We work out why we're here and you can go home to your family, okay? Touching someone else's hair like that is kind of weird. No, it's a girl thing to do with little girls. That's alright. But first, why don't you tell us your name? My name is Sebastian, but you can tell me Seth. This is Mikael. You can call him Mikael. He secretly likes if you call him Mika. Don't tell him I told you. Mikael looked away, a ting of pink on his cheeks. Oh, look! He's pouting! He is pouting! I'm good. He's so cute. Did something happen? You guys just too touchy? Yeah, but she's just a little girl. She's a baby. Also, she was sleeping. How would you ask someone who's sleeping? And we just met Rinny. You and Rinny are friends, right? She nodded furiously. My name is Nini. Well, it's nice to meet you, Nini. You two seem to know each other pretty well. Of course, Mika and I go way back. We happened to live next to each other growing up, and happened to go to the same school, and happened to be in the same class every year. Don't if I do that, I go to jail. Fair. But it's just fiction, okay? Then happened to go to the same high school, and then the same college. Either way, he was stalking me, or the universe was telling me we were meant to be friends. Yeah, history said they were really good friends. I'm not a stalker. Sure, but the evidence points to I'm not a stalker. End of the story. Alright, sure. He leaned in close to Nini and fake whispered into her ear, Careful, he might be a stalker. Nini giggled and Rinny seemed to brighten up too. Attention, passengers. The timer has now begun. You have 2 hours to escape before the train is decimated. Good luck. Did anyone else hear that? Decimated? What does that word mean? Well, that's destroyed. Completely and utterly. That can't be serious. 2 hours to escape a moving train or we'll die? This isn't a movie. We're going to die? No, of course not. We're not going to die. A silence befell the group. This can't be real, can it? Just as that thought crossed Seth's mind, the carriage began to sway more heavily, wheels scratching on the tracks. What's that number on the wall? Projecting on the wall was the time, the seconds ticking by. 1 hour, 57 minutes. Screw this! If we need to escape, then just do it the easy way. In an instant, Mikael broke the security glass on the fire extinguisher and picked up the heavy metal object. He brought it to the side, then swung hard, smashing the window. Or at least, that's what he expected to happen. Instead, the fire extinguisher simply bounced off of the glass. Not even a scratch grazed its surface. Say, you did manage to break the glass, then what? Are you going to jump from a moving train? Of course not. I was still working on that part of the plan. The carriage is really starting to shake. I know the guy said we have 2 hours and all, but... Okay, Jake, get your food. Do you think there is any chance that the carriage will be decimated before then? Quite possible. For now, I think we should take that voice seriously and play along. Then the only way to move forward is that door. Mikael and Seth rushed over to the door and tried the handle. The lock clicked, not moving an inch. Anyone happen to wake up with the key in their pocket? Wouldn't that be convenient? Hey, what's this? Next to the door is a panel with a screen and a keyboard. It needs a password. Password. Of course it does. None of you sign us all up for an amnesia escape game, right? That would be much more fun. Let's search the cabin. There must be something around. Nini, would you like to look around with me? Yes. Rini took her hand gently and they began to search between the sheets. Seats! Not sheets! Holy shit. I don't have any debts. I try not to make any enemies, yet still I end up in a place like this. Maybe it'll be fun. Oh, maybe we're actually in a TV show, and at the end someone will jump out and say it's all a prank. Uh-huh. Yeah, of course. Very elaborate setup for a TV show. By now, the carriage had begun shaking quite violently. The noise it made was one of pure terror, the steel screeching against steel, ready to break away at any moment. Asaf quickly went to work searching, on the chairs, on the floor, on the walls, but found little of anything. Not only that, but everything was polished and clean, something you would never usually see on a public transport. Was this made just for us? Hey Seth, look. Something came flying through the air, aimed directly at Sebastian's head. With instinct so on it, he moved quickly to catch it, and quite obviously missed because his instinct were not it at all, and he honestly would usually prefer to sit at home in his pajamas and play video games than do anything that would hone his instinct. A bag of something hit him across the face before falling onto his lap. Marshmallows? Aw, Mika, you shouldn't have. Remember that camping trip we went on in school? The one where the raccoon broke into our tent and ate all of our cereals? Hey, don't laugh. I didn't get to eat any cereals that whole trip. That's what you get. Why? You should have offered the raccoon something to eat in the first place. Then maybe he wouldn't have retorted to stealing. I don't know why I bothered asking. Anyway, why don't we toast those marshmallows? I think we're lacking a key element of roasting marshmallows. That's what you think, but take a look at this. From his pocket, Mikhail pulled out a packet of matches. There we go! Oh. We can just light the train on fire and roast marshmallows until we decimate it then? Maybe after we escape. Good idea. I think I found something. Mikhail and Seth turned around to the little girl. In her arm was a briefcase that looked gigantic when held by her, but regular-sized once Seth took it from her. Luckily, it opened with ease. The inside was a single newspaper clipping. 4 died in train accident that completely decimated the area. Well, if that's not encouraging, I don't know what it is. I'm scared. It'll be okay. Safia might be an idiot, but you can depend on the rest of us. That's right. Mika is so dependable. But moving on from that, there must be some kind of clue here. This is all you guys found on the entire carriage? I found marshmallows. This is all you guys found of use in the entire carriage? I believe so. I didn't find anything else. Then this is it. Let's take a look carefully. Find the hidden 7-word code somewhere in the newspaper. You can click any letter to add it to the code. If you need another hint, click the hint button. Four dead in train accident that decimated the area. Shortly after 4:15 on the 27th of December, a train carriage flammable materials crashed. Unfortunately, everyone on board was killed on the impact. Rather than call for help, it's assumed that those on board tried to reach the engine room to stop the rampaging train. Very soon after it crashed, decimating the area, it's believed that no one else was harmed due to the explosion. Volunteers are currently searching the area. Exactly why it crashed is still unknown. Pay careful attention to how each sentence begins. Oh. Survive. The code is survive. Survive? Right. The first letter to every sentence. How clever. A little ironic when they put us through a death game, but whatever. The carriage swayed side to side, shaking as if on its last legs. Quickly, let's try the code. Seth dropped the briefcase and newspaper clipping and rushed to the door. The panel beside it stood waiting, blank, ready for the magic word that would open the way to the next carriage. The door began slowly opening with a crack, but Mikhail couldn't be that patient. With all his strength mustered, he forced the door open faster, pulling Seth, Rini, and Nini through. Just in time. Behind them, the carriage broke free from its restraints. Spark flew around and as it tipped, tethered, and rolled down the cliff that sat just beside the precautiously placed check. The four stood in dread, eyes fixed on the spot they had been standing just moments before. In its place, a sheer drop. Okay. Did the train just... Yep, it just got... Don't say it. Dizzy made it. Hey, she said it, not me. Nini clung tight to Rini, shaking. So, not only do we have a 2-hour time limit, there's also some unknown limit on each carriage. That doesn't seem very fair. Nothing about this is fair. Why us? What did we do to deserve this? Apart from Nini, does anyone remember anything about how they got here? Nothing. I can't even remember what I was doing before this. Neither. Have they messed with our memory then? If you start questioning our memory, then where does that stop? We could all have done something bad, and this is our punishment, and we just don't remember. One of us could have been the person who put us in here, and we don't remember. Hell, you and I might even be strangers, Seth. Anything could be possible. I guess so. For now, why don't we focus on getting out of here? And how exactly does moving from a carriage to carriage help us escaping? What? Do you know something we don't? No, it's not that. Then why even bother suggesting it? Mikhail, stop it. Well, it's a fuck ton more helpful than you've been, isn't it? Oh, she's mad. Slowly, Seth reached down and covered Nini's ears, who was looking around the group curiously. Rini's air of sophistication, of careful, cool words had dissipated, and under it was a heat filled with anger. Do you think I want to be stuck in here? No, I don't. And do you think I want to do this? Of course not. But we all watched what happened to the last carriage. Do you want to just sit around and wait for what happened to us? Well, no. I'm so tired of this already. Nini gingerly pulled away from Seth's hand, then opened her mouth to speak. If we get to the front of the train, wouldn't there be an engine room? Where else would the conductor sit? Then, can we just turn it off? Right. Then I suggest we start looking around. Rini turned on her heels and left. I think you should apologize. Me? Why? You made her kind of upset. She's stuck here like the rest of us. Fine, whatever. Mikhail walked after her, leaving Seth alone with a curious-looking Nini. Shall we take a look around together, little lady? Nini sprang up from her place and wrapped her little arms quickly around Seth. Well, there's something wrong. Mr. Sebastian, are you scared? Just call me Seth. I'm not that old, you know. And yeah, I am. Don't tell Mikhail, though. He might laugh at me. How can you be scared but still keep going? Because there's no other choice. When you're scared, do you want to run away? To curl up into a ball and cry? Yes. I'm much weaker than you. No, I feel the same. You're a weak, scaredy cat? Ouch. That's right. You know, true strength is not being scared. It's being scared but you know, true strength is not being scared. It's being scared, but... What the fuck is wrong with me? I can't read. Okay. You know what? No. You're strong, and we'll get out of here. All four of us. Together. Thank you, Sevi. Sevi? That's a new one. Why do you go by Sev, not Seb, though? It sounds cooler? Maybe your full name is actually Sebastian? Now that would strike fear into the hearts of my enemy. You have enemies? Oh, no, it's just... Could they have brothers here? She's too pure. Maybe. Guess we better stay on our toes, huh? Sevi, Mika is your friend and not your enemy, right? Yeah, we've always been friends. Where did you two meet? Oh, that's easy. Sebastian's head throbbed once again, the pain running down to his ears and neck. We met... Where was it again? Mikhail and I. Are you okay? I'm sorry. We met in school. Hey, Saf, Nini, come here. What is it? We searched the rest of the carriage, but all we found was this closed door. But when we turned back around, the door was open. And the room was small and the inside was dark. There looked to be enough room for a single person to stand in there. You sure it's not a toilet? Why? You need to go? Not really. You want to go together? Shut up and stop being weird. As they bickered back and forth, Seth with a smile on his face and Mikhail with an angry blush, the screen turned on within the room. I'll take a look. Hey, wait! As soon as Seth stepped into the room, the door slid shut behind him and locked with a click. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. He banged his fist against the door, no response. Pulled on the handle, nothing. Then, it has to be this. My secret skill. He took a few steps back, quite literally 2 steps, considering the size of the room, and stared dead on the door. You're done. Oh, look at him. Before running at the door at full speed. Guess that didn't work either. All it did was make his entire body ache. Let's take a look at the screen then, shall we? Huh? Looks like there's a question on there. What's your favorite food? What the hell? Is there some kind of pervert running this thing? You just want to use this chance to get to know me, huh? You start with an easy question, then start asking me about where I live, what I'm wearing, all kind of stuff. Fine, I'll play along. I don't know. How good looking would you rate yourself? 10 out of 10. What's your lucky number? 69. As Seth typed his final answers, the screen went black and the door slid open. Enjoy, pervert. Light poured into the dark room, stinging his eyes. Whew! Are you okay? Did they do anything bad to you in there? Did they probe you? Hey, little girls should know about probing. I'm fine. I just gotta ask some questions. Where's Mika? Mika stood a distance away, looking out a window quietly. Did something happen? Really looked away, unsure what to say. Look there. Nini pointed to the wall where the panel had slid away to reveal a monitor. We had to answer questions about you. Oh, so that's what happened. Well, lucky I went in then, huh? You had Mika, self-proclaimed Sebastian Stalker, to answer them for you. Haha, actually, when the door first closed, I tried my special trick. You want to know what it is? Every glass door I've owned, I've accidentally went through. I thought maybe my ability to break doors would work here, but it was no good. Is everything alright? I couldn't answer a single one. Wait, not even one? I mean, I guess I could understand if you messed up 1 or 2, but... no need to feel bad. This is stressful for all of us, right? Your brain's probably switched off or something. More than usual, that is. Where Mika would usually react to Seth's poorly timed joke, he looked away. Guess so. Mika, you go in. I'll handle the answers, okay? Seth looked up to the remaining time. 1 hour, 20 minutes remained. The carriage had already begun to sway and shake. Sure. The door shut behind Mikael as he walked into the room. For some reason, at that moment, his back seemed especially small and fragile. Are you worried about him, Sevi? He'll be alright. He always is. I have his back. He's lucky to have you. I'm lucky to have him. Oh, gay. Here we go. He started answering the questions. Look. What is Mika's favorite color? Bro. How old is he? We said we were in college, so I would say 21. He has a middle name? I don't know. The color had long drained out of Seth's face. It was as if the answers were there, somewhere, rattling around in his brain, but he couldn't quite grasp them. Or were they never there in the first place? Hey, you and I might even be strangers, Seth. Sebastian? At some point, the door had slid open, and Mikhail had stepped out. Seeing the look on Seth's face, he couldn't help but feel disappointed. It's like my memories are all fuzzy. The number says 1 hour left. We're running out of time. Nini, listen to me. I want you to try to go in there and answer those questions as simple as possible, okay? But what if I don't know how to spell something? You'll be okay. You're a smart girl. Just try your best. I can't answer any more than that. Okay. Before anyone could argue, Rini had already guided Nini to the room, and the door had slid shut behind her. One by one, the questions started popping up on the screen. Rini considered each carefully, taking her time to answer each attentively. Minutes later, the door to the room slid open for the final time, and Nini bounded out. Did I do okay? Rini smiled warmly, gently stroking her hair. You did fantastically. Look, the screen's changed. On it was a single, simple word. Live. Live? I would say that's our code to continue. Seth, will you do the honor? Yeah. Quickly the group approached the door and Seth poised his fingers above the keypad. The door opened wide with a groan, much faster than the last one. Nini and Rini led the way and Seth followed after them. Mika? Sorry. There's nothing to... Before he could finish the sentence, the ground below Mikhail let out a roar as it began to rip apart from the rest of the train. Mikhail? Seth reached out and grabbed the man, holding onto his arm tight and pulling him into the next carriage just in time. Shit. You don't need to say you're sorry to me. We're friends. There's no need for that. Not between us. Sorry. Seth's grip on Mikhail had tightened without him even realizing, and the two were so close together they could feel each other's breath. Bro! Calm down, okay? You can kiss now, it's alright. Are you two alright? Seth let go of Mikhail's arm and quickly stepped away, for some reason embarrassed. Mikhail's action mirrored as his face started to deepen 3 shades of red. Rini, what was that about? Do you two actually know each other? Seth motioned towards Nini. How she'd been able to guess each answer didn't seem right. Nini shook her head furiously. I don't know. I don't think so. For some reason I just knew. Maybe because she's a child, it was easy to guess. Fine, I believe you for now. But if there's anything you're not telling us that could help, then I wish you would say. There's nothing else to say. I don't know anything. I wish I had the answer for you, but I'm just as confused as you are. Fine. Mikhail. Seth turned to speak to Mikhail, but he had already left with Nini to search around the carriage. Lover's quarrel? She deadass said that? Do we look like lovers? Maybe. That's Mimi. He doesn't feel that way about me, but you feel that way about him? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, how do you feel about him? Is that a dating show or are we fighting for our lives right now? Just making conversation. That's so Mimi coded! I can't! Oh my god! You're in the game! Yes, you! She's asking if they have a lover's fight. And he's like, no, we're just friends. He doesn't feel like this for me. And she said, how do you feel for him? We're just both a little confused. It's no big deal. You sort it out. You always do. Right? Yeah, right. Then why? Why is it that when I think back on the years we spent together, it's all so fuzzy? You should go talk to him. There's nothing worse than words left unsaid. There will come a time when you won't get the chance to say them anymore. Thanks, Rini, and sorry for the interrogation earlier. Rini shook her head and smiled warmly. You can never be too careful. I trust you, so I hope you can trust me. Yeah. Seth turned away from Rini and cast his eyes over to the new carriage. Compared to the other two, which looked suspiciously more like regular pedestrian trains, this carriage was somewhat more bare. If there were ever seats, they'd long been ripped out. It seemed more like a carriage designed to carry cargo. I guess in this case, we're the cargo. Two doors sat on either wall, leading to places yet unknown. It seemed like Nini nor Mikael had opened either door yet, and were mostly caught up in chatting while searching around the new space. Hello, Jasmine! How you doing? Welcome into the YouTube stream. It's my second YouTube stream, so this is special. Welcome! I hope you have a good day. We are in the middle of playing Start Again. This is actually the start of the 4th route, so we're just trying to find our way through. I hope you enjoy your stay. And if you want to join the Twitch community, please feel free to. We have lots of very cute and funny stickers over there. Oh, hello, hi! How should I know? Why do you guys not have the same name on Twitch and YouTube? Don't confuse me. I hope you're alright, man. How come you're on YouTube and not on Twitch? Oh shit, I didn't read the one. Seth rubbed at the back of his neck awkwardly as he stepped closer to the two who were crouched down. Surprisingly, Nini had a smile on her face while Mika was looking flustered. Oh, that's your real name. I see. Okay, okay. So, which one do you prefer? And I saw you were live. Oh, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Don't worry, Mika. You must still be sleepy after waking up. It's okay to forget things sometimes. My name's Mikael. Like, there was one time my brother forgot me at the park, but he said it was an accident and they came back later. And my grandma, when I stayed with her for a while because mommy and daddy wanted me to go away, she accidentally left me at the supermarket, but I found the way back. What is that poor girl? Oh my god! Wait, this happened more than once? And then my dad, Anyway, it doesn't matter. As long as Sevi is important to you, then don't you think everything will be okay? Maybe what's in your head doesn't matter as much as what's in your heart. She's a fucking 8 years old and she speaks the truth. Speak. Say it louder for the people in the back, Nini. Talking about me. Ugh. Mikael jumped with so much enthusiasm, Seth would have been surprised if he hadn't hit his head on the ceiling. Now who's the stalker? I mean, it's a pretty small space, not really many places I can go. Then you're an eavesdropper. That I can't deny. For your information, no, we weren't talking about you. Really? It sounded suspiciously like Nini was giving you love advice. Love? Shut up! Go away! Just fall out of the train already, okay? Alright, fine. If that's what you want. Seth started walking backwards, straight towards the door that led to the straight drop. Well, it was nice knowing you, Mika. You too, Nini. No, Sevi, don't! Ignore him. He just wants attention. Hoo-hoo. No one loves me. I love you. Aw, aren't you a cutie? Much cuter than Mika. That's not hard. And my name's Mikael. Mika. Mikael. Mika? Mikael. My god. What is that love bickering? I can't. Oh my god. I'm going to push you out of the carriage myself. Fine. Fine. Mikael. Somehow, that sounds worse. Fine. Then, let's stick with Mika. Nini, can I ask you something? You said you remember someone bringing you here, didn't you? Kind of. Can you tell me more? I don't really. It's, like the face was kind of blurry. Then I fell asleep. I got that poor girl. She's freaking 8 years old. Oh, my poor baby. I want to hug her. It's strange. You're the only person who remembers anything. Nini shook her head, expressing how confused she was about it herself. It's okay, though. What about Rinny? Guessing all of your answers back there. Are you sure you've never met? I don't know. I don't remember her, but maybe. No need to stress. We'll work it out. Did you two find anything? Nothing. There's nothing whatsoever that would give the code in here. It must be in those rooms. My Shyla, for real. Isn't she like super duper cute and adorable? Which you haven't checked yet? Well, have you checked them? Guess not. Then, shall we? Nini, let's check this room together, okay? Why don't we just all look together? Rini didn't answer. She simply winked back at Mikael. You know, when they split up in horror movies, people turn up dead. Don't scare me. Don't worry, I'm not scared. She opened the door, which seemed to lead to some kind of cabin, before closing it behind the two of them. And now kiss. Wanna go check it out? She's so cute, but low-key a sad backstory. I know, like, I haven't been into the game for like an hour, and I got 2 bad endings already. Because this game is so complex that you have to jump from route to route to know all the codes and stuff. And hey, I played that game because internet told me this game is 3 to 4 hours. It's 2 hours, and this is only the start of the 4th route. So we have a lot of things to do. I'm gonna show you my flowchart in a bit. Hold on. We don't have much time left. Sev and Mikael both glanced up at the time. 40 minutes. We can't be far from the engine room now. You know, the longest train in the world carries 682 cars. That is not helping. I'm just saying, we could be really far away from the engine room. Yeah, I got what you're saying. I'm telling you not to say it. Aye, Cap. But we're not on a ship. Shut up and get in here. The room itself was cramped, as to be expected of such a small space, but immaculate. It seemed as if the two men had stepped into another world when compared to the bleakness of the carriage just beyond the door. Fresh roses sat on the desk. Even from a distance, Mikael could smell them. Not fake. I suppose we haven't been stuck in here for too long, at least. Mikael let go of Sev after pulling him into the room, and he turned his back to the brown-haired man. There's gotta be something in here. Somewhere. There looks to be many things in here. Don't make me clarify. Obviously, I mean something useful. Well, I'm in here. You need to get your hearing checked. I didn't say something useless. Ouch. Hey, I know you love me, really. I do not. No need to deny it. You are literally the biggest asshole I've ever met. What a compliment. Which is strange, because you're also the nicest person I've ever met. You're such a weirdo. I see bed and 2 bottoms. I know, right? So, what's gonna happen? 2 bottoms in a room with a bed. What is gonna happen? Mikael, do you promise you don't remember how we got here? I already told you. The last thing I remember, I think we were on the way to the cinema. That movie you wanted to see came out. A cinema? But The last thing I remember... His head throbbed, pounding, desperately tried to stop him from thinking. Weren't we going somewhere? On the way to the airport? Airport? I don't remember anything like that. Who are you? Who am I? Do we even really know each other? Are you lying to me? Are our memories not real? Holding his head, Seth fell to the wooden floor. Seth, are you okay? I'm fine. You're not fine. Come on, let me get you onto the bed. There's no time. There's no point getting off this stupid train if you kill yourself along the way. Mikhail quickly helped Seth to his feet, then to the bed. It was ridiculously comfortable, more so than any train bed had any right to be. Thanks, Mika. Do we really know each other? What? You said it before. If they messed with our memories, we could be total strangers. Is that what you think? That everything we have is make-believe? I don't know. I really don't know. That really hurts, you know? He's pouting again. Oh, my baby! This is so cute! Oh my god! Look at them! Look at them! They're so cute! Okay, Six Mika is the bottom. I was telling you! So cute! Look how they're blushed! Oh! I mean, they're both bottoms, yeah? So... You're trying to tell me that every memory we have together is fake? Before Seth could react, Mika had already pulled him backwards onto the bed and wrapped his thin arms around him. My 9th birthday party. The one where you accidentally lit your shirt on fire. When we graduated from high school and you tripped over in that puddle. Mika, after my mom died and you stayed with me for a week. I didn't mean, none of that is real? I'm sorry. What did you say about there being no need for sorries between us? I don't want you to say sorry. I just want you to say you were wrong. Oh, Mika, I'm never wrong. Sebastian. Oh, I'm in trouble. I have to be wrong then. Because I don't want any of that to be fake at all. But if I'm right and we really are two strangers, then does it matter? What? What was it Nini said to you? What's in your head doesn't matter as much as what is in your heart. Kinda cheesy, and I want to die after hearing that said in my own voice, but she's a smart kid. Mika, even if we get out of here and found out we'd never met, that something with our memories isn't right, then I wouldn't care. We can just make new memories together, right? It's purple. Huh? My favorite color is purple. I want to visit Iceland and see an Arctic fox. I'm 23. My middle name is Julian. What else do you need to know? You don't need to tell me all at once. We have the rest of our lives to work it out, right? Sebastian, I need to tell you something. It's important. So can you not be an idiot just for 1 minute? Yeah. The truth is, well, it's that I kind of... Look, I'm in... Sevi! Mika! Oh. Really quickly covered both of Nini's eyes. She flayed around, trying to be freed of her hands. As Mikael and Seth both jumped out of the bed, Rini instantly turned around, either truly embarrassed or feigned enough to be believable. Are you too decent? We never weren't. Really? It seemed to me that you were canoodling in bed together. It's not like that. Of course not. Nini, go back to the other room. But we'll be there in a second. The two men waited patiently as Nini left, and the room was filled with silence. Whether she would scold them or not, they weren't sure, but they felt like two schoolboys in trouble. They got caught! I just wanted them to kiss! I hope they're gonna kiss. Sorry, I realized we don't have the time to be wasting. What? I'm not upset. You're not? She shook her head and a gentle smile rose to her face. I'm happy to see the two of you, well, happy. Together. I've just been worried, you know? About what? It's hard to explain, but seeing the two of you fighting makes me feel upset, I guess. Come on, we found something in the other room. Rini left first, leaving Mikhail and Seth alone with only her words as company. She's actually really nice, isn't she? I'm not going to lie, I thought she was about to put us in our places. We didn't do anything wrong. Apart from waste valuable time. But that's fine sometimes, I guess. Maybe more fine when your lives don't hang in the balance. Oh, before we go, what were you about to say? It's nothing important. It can wait until we get out of here. Let's catch up with Rini and Nini then. Okay, it's still ongoing, okay. Looks like the lovebirds are finished. Rini, what's a lovebird? It means... Well, you see, Nini, a lovebird is actually a type of parrot that's native to the forest and savannas. Right, that is definitely what I meant. What did you find? Nini, show it to Mika. With an exaggerate sigh, Mikhail took a small piece of paper from Nini. It seemed to have some strange symbols on it. Or at least a bit of strange symbols. It seemed to be one piece of 4. I can't really tell what it is from such a small piece. Is it really the code to open the door? What if it's just some trash? Did you find anything better to look into while you were canoodling? It wasn't... I don't canoodle. And I especially don't canoodle with him. Mika, you're breaking my heart here. Oh, my bad. Didn't realize you were born with one. Hehe, Mika, you're so funny. Thanks, I'm pretty funny, aren't I? Much less funny when you say it yourself. It's like laughing at your own jokes. You should be your own #1 fan. Aww. Nini's eyes were filled with wonder. If she stared at the notepad and the pencil, she definitely would have written down what he just said. Wow, that was actually kind of cool. I'll direct your eyes to the time we have left. 25 minutes. 25 minutes, and we don't know how much longer we have to go. Yeah, hurry up, you guys. The other pieces must be somewhere. Let's take a look. Okay, let's see if we get a bad ending here too. The desk to the right of the room was relatively bare, minus the large bunch of roses and a lamp. While Mika busied himself over the other side of the room, Seth quickly checked the drawers. A Bible? Does anyone actually read hotel Bibles? A notepad? Hey, Nini could have used this a minute ago. And something that was sticky to the touch that Seth wanted to try to forget instantly. What are you touching? Ew! I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it. I'm going to expel this memory from my mind and never use the scent to eat again. Well, while you're busy fingering that unknown substance, look at what I found. Looking awfully proud of himself, Mikhail had a slit of paper between his fingers. Yeah. Oh, by the way, look at this. Seth held up his hand. When Mikhail peered in closer, trying to find what he was holding for, he wiped his palm against the dual-haired boy's face. Bro! Can you... I was about to say, can you please do this in a bedroom, but this is a bedroom. Can you please not do this while there is a little girl? What the hell are you doing? There, now I've fingered the unknown substance and you have it all over your face. What am I reading, guys? You just wait, Sebastian. Karma will get you. And if it doesn't, I will. What? Oh my god. The bed in this room was still in pristine condition, perfectly made and awaiting someone much too rich. Unlike the bed in the other cabin, which is a disheveled mess after we... What are you muttering about over there? What am I reading? Something Ninny shouldn't be hearing, I think. It's fine, she's over on the other side of the room. I was just comparing this bed so perfectly made to the one in the other room after Mikhail pushed me down onto it. His change was immense. Not sus at all. What is... No. No. That is not what happened. It is quite literally what happened. You wished I pushed you down on the bed. Seth shrugged in response, with only furthered Mikhail's annoyance. How about you stop chatting so much and get searching? Your laid-backness is starting to make me mad. He's right. You do seem very calm. Oh no, I'm panicking pretty bad right now. It's just usually make jokes to cover it up. It's my way of dealing with shit, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, bro. Alright, fair. So easily accepted. Oh, here, I found another one. Winnie pulled a piece of paper out from the pillowcase and showed it to the others. Yay, Winnie! What are you guys talking about over here anyway? Rainbows, unicorns, you know, all the good stuff. What in the Wattpad story? Yeah, I think they maybe read one or two fanfictions. Oh, I want to join in! I want to join in! Maybe when you're a little older, Nini. A comfortable-looking chair sat beside a small table. On top of it, absolutely nothing that interested Seb in the slightest. Still, he searched around the area and came up with nothing. Until he felt under the table. There was a piece of paper taped to it. Who does that? Taping something to the bottom of the table? Whoever puts us here, obviously. Touché. I think that's everything. The group gathered around the small coffee table and set their scratches of paper down. Seth quickly rearranged them until they formed a certain pattern. A QR code? Does anyone have a phone? I don't own one. I think mine was taken. Mikhail paused in his search as he felt something in his pocket. Oh, yo! Hello? How are you doing, rodent? Welcome in. Mario raid? Oh, I love that. Hello! Thank you for the raid. Welcome. I appreciate that. You missed the BL bad cuddle scene. Welcome. How was your stream? What were you playing? Thank you for the raid again. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kay. I'm a vampire VTuber and certified BL lover. And that's why we are playing a BL visual novel right now with those two cuties, which we still haven't decided. We still haven't decided who the top and who's the bottom. So maybe you want to join us in finding out. If you have to do your after stream care, everything good, get some rest and get some water, take care of yourself. But if you want to stay with us, please feel free to. Obi Ash crashed on me when I wanted to raid, but you still managed to raid, so welcome. I scanned the QR code. What did you get? No way. There's switches for real. But they were both so cute. Stream was good, was playing Valhalla. Oh, I don't know this game. Then how did you find me? I thought maybe it was like because of the game and you was playing the game. Oh, so that's why. Oh my god, thank you so much. I appreciate this. That's so cool. Also, BL enjoyer. feel free to join the Discord server. You will find a lot of other BL enjoyers in there. Because we as a community all love BL. And if they don't love BL, they still love BL. Which means they are forced to, because I wanna, you know, I would put them in the basement of the basement, which is not nice as the basement. So yeah, please feel free. Oh my god, that's so cool. Let me give you a follow. Hold on. Let me check. Oh, your model is so cute. Okay, I'll definitely stop by whenever I can and check you out. It's nice. Oh, it's something special, man. Imagine that would have like, imagine this would be like a QR code that gets you to the Steam page of the game. That would be very cool. I think we should exchange BL soon. Absolutely. I can give you a whole list of stuff. What's your favorite BL? What is your favorite BL? That's the very important question here. Game or serious? Give me both. I'll go to the toilet real quickly. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. Event here from Alien Stars. Is it called Is it called? Game is still DMMD? What's that? What's that? I don't know. Okay, educate me. Okay, Alien Stage. See, I was right. Educate me. I'll be back in a jiffy. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Dramatical Murder! Yeah, of course I know this. I have the game. But I don't know if it's allowed to play this on stream, so... It's supposed to be chat. I know there is a streamer-friendly version. I saw people streaming it, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to risk anything, you know? Don't want to get banned on here or on YouTube. But yeah, very nice to meet you, and thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate this, man. Okay, moving on. I think the game mode prologue is okay, not the full game. Well, I was thinking playing Togaino no Chi, but that game is on the blacklist of Twitch, so might lose my Twitch account if I try. But yeah, you are very much welcome to stay. Oh damn, yeah. Do you know the game though? It's I have the manga. I haven't played the game, but I read the manga, and it's so spicy. Okay, where were we? Of course, yeah. Of course you do. A certified BL lovers. It's so sad that you cannot. I mean, I understand why you cannot play it, but it's so sad that you cannot play it. Like, man, let us play the games we want, please. Okay. Mikael pauses in his search as he felt something in his pocket. Oh, I have mine. Pass it here. What's your passcode? 7295. There is the code for the other route. Do I have to remember that? I kind of need to dip. It's almost like 3 a.m. for me. Thank you for the warm welcome. Hope to have a good stream ahead. Thank you very much, Rodan. I hope to see you soon. 7295. Get some rest. Get some sleep. And thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate this. Thank you, thank you. Pasta was good? What do you mean okay? Pasta is always good. Okay, I noted the code down, so let's see. Got it. Let's try scanning this, shall we? A website instantly popped up for the company Steph hadn't even heard of. It was a single word. Yes! I gave them a shout out. Together. It's together. Come on, let's go. Once again, the group rushed towards the still locked door. Together. What? The door should have opened for them, brought them just a little closer to their freedom, but instead, nothing happened. Wait, I'm sure that was it. Something's wrong. At that moment, the light in the cabin flickered out before coming back a second later. A grating metallic sound came from the other side of the carriage. Ah, like a button. Weird, why would this one need a button when the rest was just all open? Do you think this is the last door? Oh, thank you for the hydrate trick. They glanced up at the remaining time. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. I hope so. Go wait at the door. I'll open it. Seth, I have a bad feeling about it. It's fine. Stop being such a worrywart. Seth hit the button and the door instantly opened. Unlike all the others beforehand, which had gone at the speed comparable to a snail, this was almost immediate. See? I told you so. Guess. The train shook back and forth, the groans becoming almost deafening. But as soon as Seth's hands came off the button, it closed again. Oh no. If anyone had been halfway between the rooms, they would have got cut in half. There's something wrong with this button. Wait, that can't be right. Rainy ran over to the button and pressed it herself. It opened, then instantly closed again. Time on the wall hit 5 minutes remaining. It didn't make a sound, not a tick to be heard, yet the group felt like every second that went down sounded awfully heavy. It shouldn't be like this. The power shortage, it must have messed with the button when the lights... No. Shit. Nini, come with me. We need to search for the next room now for any way to stop this train. Mikael, you come too. Mikael frowned and shook his head. I'm not going anywhere without him. Fine. Quickly, Nini. The two girls ran through the door to the room beyond. It's the engine room! Is there a way to stop this thing? No, there's... All the controls are locked down. I think the door needs to be closed. I'll open the door for you three to go through and stop the chain. It'll be fine. Are you insane? This carriage is going to go at any second. If we keep going, you'll be gone before we can stop. Mikael, it'll be fine. Just trust me. Stop being so damn calm for 1 second! Seth, this isn't a joke. This is a matter of life or death. At some point, Seth's hand had started to shake. He stared down at them, willing them to stop, but they wouldn't. At this point, they couldn't. Mika, I know what's at risk here. But if there's a choice between risking my life or watching you die, what do you think I'd pick? I'm not losing you. Just go already, before we're out of time. For once, you say something that makes sense. Get something heavy on the button? But what if the button is like halfway on the door, like, you know, up? How can you put something against it? If you don't have like duct tape or so with you, and nobody carries duct tape around casually. Between risking myself and watching you die, there's no choice whatsoever. Rini? I'm so sorry, Mikael. Seth. Mikael rushed forward and grabbed Seth by the shoulder, catching him off guard enough to push him away and into Rini. Oh! This game is killing me! He slammed his fist against the button while Rini dragged Seth towards the door. Wait, what are you doing? Mikael, stop! I can't. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for saying sorry again. No. Seth, in case we never see each other again, promise me you remember this. I'm really in love. No. Seth slammed his fist against the door as hard as he could, so hard that the skin began to break and the metal was dyed red. Please speak up. He sank to his knees, his fist never leaving the door. Quickly, Nini, start pressing buttons! Which ones? All of them! Why? Why did you? He really cared for you, you know that? Earlier, he made me promise that if anything happened to him, I would help you escape. You can't die. Not here. Her last sentence was nothing than a whisper. Warning, 10 seconds remain. Shit, which one is it? This one! With Nini's hand slammed down on the button, the speeding scenery outside the window began to slow. 7 seconds. The swaying began to falter. 5 seconds. The screeching quietened. 2 seconds. The train finally held it in place. Congratulations, you have escaped. We did it. We need to open the door. Mika! I'm sorry, you didn't deserve this. The door to the previous carriage opened. But beyond it, instead of facing the inside of Steel Beast, the sky was beginning to break over the horizon. Bro, I fucking hate this game! Hold on. We can skip through this, because we did all of this. Who is missing? Rini. What? Rini? Who? That's who we were missing. We need to find her. If we leave her behind, she might... You're suspicious as all hell. Fine, but if we don't find anyone, I'm going to knock you out and drag you out of here. You got that? Okay, so this is the first part. The first one we did. Kay has really cute ideas. Oh, you mean... Wait. What's this about? The back is cute on your model? Oh, that's a little... Oh, sorry. I did not see that. That's my little... Hold on. I show you. Look here. That's my little shit. Let's chat. I have you on the background. Oh, that's alright, Ryu. I hope you're doing well. You're doing dual stream? Yes! Finally! For the second time in forever. And it's actually pretty easy because I can see both chats in one window. But I have my Twitch stream chat still here. So it's kind of hard to explain. So I don't see everything that happens in YouTube chat when Twitch chat is too fast. And because of the raid, I overlooked this. I'm so sorry, Swag. I'm sorry. So, again, this is the first part we did where Seth and Nini were together at the beginning, and then they found Mikael. You can send me a vid to explain after stream? About... you mean about the chat things on my OBS? Yeah, it looks kind of full. It's very stuffed. Yeah, and we were missing Rini, but we didn't know the name, so we couldn't continue. So now we know who Rini is, so now we can continue. Well, now you're making me doubt myself. Good. Nini, you go look near the door again. I take the area where I woke up. Seth, you just do whatever you do. You got it, boss. As the other two busied themselves searching their respective sections of the room, Seth wandered back towards the spot he himself had first woken up. Oil paintings with dark stains sat discarded in the corner of the room. As Seth moved past them, he could have sworn that their eyes followed him. Yes. So you have 4 different routes, and you need information from the other routes to continue one route. You know? So right now we got the information we needed for all the other 3 routes from the last one. So we can continue every route now. Waiting, watching. He tore his eyes away from the portraits and resumed his search. Most that grew between the floorboards cushioned his step, though nothing would fully mask the creak that seemed to echo all throughout his body. Oh, send me! Send me, I want to know. Is that a BL? Nini and Mikael were like a thing of the past as Seth moved further and further into the shadows. Where are you? Who are you? A drip of liquid landed on top of his head. It was ice cold. His eyes traveled upwards, but the ceiling was concealed in darkness. Whatever it was, it wouldn't know. He wouldn't know, and he thought that was probably for the better. As the brunette pushed aside furniture long broken, he heard it. A gentle whimper. He hastened his action, tossing and throwing everything to the side without any care, which quickly attracted Mikael and Nini's attention. A young woman, no older than 20, lay sleeping beneath the pile of debris. The three worked together to pull her out and check for injuries. Know what it's Blueprints, a game where you need to go deeper, learn new info, and solve some puzzles? I'm not good at solving puzzles, as we all know, but send me the link. I'm gonna check it out. Is she hurt? She's okay. She's just sleeping. I'm not sure if this makes you more or less suspicious. A bit of both. Seth cradled the woman to his chest. Her breathing seemed normal, and there wasn't a scratch on her body. Well, talk about it more later. We gotta wake her up and get moving. Excuse me, miss? Miss, it's time to wake up. Hard to send the link? Why? Isn't it on Steam? How do you want me to play a game if it's not on Steam? She didn't steer, no matter how hard Seth shook her shoulders. This calls for something more serious. Should I be worried? No, it's not that bad. When I was in school, my mom could never get to wake me up. So she would hold me down and tickle me until I went blue in the face and passed out. It always worked. If you pass out, wouldn't you be in bed for longer? Oh, yeah, that's why I'd stayed home. I got to stay home from school. Would be easier on PC. Okay, then remember that and send me once you can have access to your PC. Useless. It's not useless. You're useless. Hey, Miss, what did you say was the name again? Really? The moment he spoke her name, her eyes flitter open. They were a deep red, almost the same color as her dress. Her mouth opened slightly, as if she was about to say something in return, but instead she just smiled, her eyes locked onto Seth's. Rini, are you okay? We should probably ask if her name is really Rini. I mean, this work job is one that said that was her name in the first place. Yes, my name is Rini. Do you know me? I don't think so. But he knew you were here somewhere, in your name, apparently. Thank you. Where are we? A haunted house. A haunted house? There's yet to be proof it's haunted. Maybe you're all ghosts and you're haunting me. If I was dead, I wouldn't waste my time haunting you. Am I really dead? Don't listen to him, Nini. With that smile still on her face, Rini stood up from the ground and looked around the room. What a dumb. No, Drake! Why would you always... Nee, weißt du was? Ich esse jetzt erstmal meine Schokolade. Warum bist du denn so? Findest du das okay? Nee, echt. Langsam ist es anstrengend mit dir. Ist es. Der. Warte mal. Warte. Ja, warte. Genau. Also 3-mal pro Stream und 1-mal pro Person. So. Wo ist eigentlich mein Wasser? Ach da. Oh mein Gott, ich bin so doof. Ich möchte jetzt gerade irgendwie nicht weitermachen. Ja. Vielleicht sollte man mich mal daran erinnern, bevor ich streame. Jake, wirklich jetzt mal ohne Spaß, ne? Ja, bist du echt. Richtige Ratte. Ja? Und was meinst du mit den Redeem Still? Ich stell das mal aus. Warte mal. Okay, ich habe das jetzt ausgestellt. Oh, kannst du nicht? Eigentlich müsstest du das können. Hä? Warum? Das ist aber unfair. Ich weiß halt nicht genau, wie das bei dir aussieht, mit den... Mit den Einstellungen. So, sind die 5 Minuten jetzt rum? 5 Minuten. Okay, 5 minutes are over. Dad, can you send me a screenshot of how the settings look for you? And then I can see. Okay. Now we can move on. I feel like we have a lot to explain. I'll do the explaining while we walk. Come on, into the corridor. Mikael practically dragged the other 3 out of the room, rushing towards the hopeful exit. The room beyond was even more stuffed for light than the entrance hall. Darkness crept in every corner, waiting for someone to become separate from the group so they could be devoured completely. Well, I gave you the editor role. So you should be able to do it on my Twitch channel. You should be able to go into the settings. So Jake can show you, because Jake also got editor role. Let's make this quick. We were probably kidnapped. We all woke up separately in that room and were stuck in some death game with 2 hours. Well, less than 2 hours now to escape. Got it? That's a little... I understand. Do you know who brought us here? No. And we have a little over an hour and a half left? This isn't good. That's putting it mildly. We need to go as quickly as possible and not waste any more time. Do you understand, Sebastian? I like when you call me Sev more. So, we have Sev, Mikael, and Nini. Well, this isn't the nicest way to meet, but it's nice to meet you all regardless. It's so dark. I don't suppose any of you saw a light switch. If this house even has lights, it looks old. There didn't used to be lights? Not before I invented electricity. Oh my god, he's such... Sev, please. Please, for the love of God. You invented electricity? No, he didn't. I did. Wow. You're such an asshole. The further the group traveled, the more gloomy the lightning became until it was almost pitch black. Sev is just a silly guy. Yeah, he really is. We should have the match. And finally, the hallway ended in a staircase. Beside it was some kind of plaque, though it was unreadable through the darkness. Mikael ascended a single step of the staircase. Wait, this might be important. If it was important, they wouldn't leave it somewhere we could read it. I agree. I don't think we should move on before we read it. Yeah. You're all as bad as each other. Fine, what's the solution then? Because we can't take it with us unless any of you are carrying a screwdriver. That's not a bad idea. What? Check your pockets for anything. A lighter, a torch, some matches. Who carries around any of those things? And even if we did, do you think whoever put us here would let us keep them? Despite saying that, he began to checking his various pockets. Nothing, I'm afraid. I don't have anything either. Slowly, Mikhail produced something from its pocket. What was that you said? Who carries around those things? A small box of matches. Shut up! I didn't put them there. Well, I certainly didn't do it. Oh, really? Seeing that your arguing might continue for a while, Rini took the matches from Mikhail and struck one against the box, creating a shallow yet warm light. If you two are finished, it says. They instantly quietened down and gathered around Rini. Above, 2 doors you will find. To escape, you must split evenly. Choose not to, and your time remaining will halve. Luckily, we stopped to read that, huh? Yeah. The group, now all wiser, ascended the staircase together. Rini led the way, with Nini close behind her. Mikhail took up the 3rd position where Seth was last, turning around, looking down the empty corridor. For some reason, the house seemed awfully lonely all of a sudden, like the group had brought a little bit of life back to it, but now that they were continuing onwards, it was double as empty, double as abandoned. Inadvertently, Seth reached for his chest, where his heart sat. It felt empty too. Ah! Ow! It happened before Seth could even realize what he was doing. Whether he'd slipped or stumbled or a step had broken, he didn't know. All he knew was that Mikhail was walking a few steps ahead of him moments before, and now he was caught safely in his arms, hugged close to that empty spot in his heart, which suddenly burst into life. Shit. Thanks. Sorry. I think I tripped on something. For once, Seth found himself dumbstruck in such a way he didn't have a single thing to say, not even a joke. It's no problem. Seth? You and me. Hello? Earth to Seth. Sebastian? We know each other, don't we? Did I hit you in the head when you called me? My bad. Seth, Mika, are you two okay? Seth's heart beat loudly in his chest to the same rhythm as his head began to throb. Oh, my head's, well, not exactly fine, but you didn't... I'm sure we know each other. Did you fall? You have to be careful in the dark. Let me go already, jeez. You're starting to embarrass me with how hard you're staring. Reluctantly, Seth finally let Mika go, and the two rushed up the staircase to meet with Rini and Nini, who were peering down at them in worry. I'm glad you're both okay. Nini, you can come with me. Really? Yay! Wait a second. Is there a problem? Well, I guess not. Good, then we're all sorted. I'm sure we'll be back together soon enough. Make sure you two behave. Yes, ma'am. No need to worry. I'm always on my best behavior. The 2 girls took the door to the right. It didn't shut behind them. If they wanted, they could have followed after them. Instead, they turned to the door on the left. The atmosphere between the 2 men had turned slightly awkward. Guess we're taking this door. Why are they both blushing? And why is Mika pouting all the time? Guess so. He made no move to enter. Unless there's something you wanted to say to me? Something to explain the picture in my head. Calling out my name, clinging onto me. Where did that come from? What? I don't have anything to say. Just hurry up. He turned his back on Seth and crossed into the room. Guess not. They shielded their eyes as they walked into the room. Although it couldn't be described as bright exactly, some light was finally present. Enough so that Seth found himself feeling overly self-conscious, which was particular unlike him. Some kind of dining room. There's even still food out on the table. Covered in a layer of dust so thick that you couldn't truly see the food beneath it. Want a bite? I'll feed it to you. Feed it to yourself. Why would I want to eat that? If you wouldn't eat it, why would I? With a shake of his head, Mikhail walked to the other side of the room. The room went silent as the chatter cut down. I feel like I should say something to him. Seth's eyes scanned over the room. A tall window which seemed to lead to nowhere. 2 chairs left discarded in the corner of the room, huddled around a heater, and a wallpaper that was torn from the wall, revealing the inner workings of the house for all to see. and through a doorway, another shut door with a panel beside it. We need a password to open the door. Whether Mikhail heard his words or not, he didn't respond. He was kneeled in the corner of the room, looking down at something. Quietly, Sev walked up behind him and peered over his shoulder. In his hand, a purple stuffed animal, in about the same condition as the rest of the house. He gazed at it with an expression filled with loneliness. How do I know you? What do I say to make you open up to me? Sev kneeled down beside Mika. The black and white-haired man's eyes flickered up to grape him briefly, before he went back to staring at the toy in his hands. Your favorite color, isn't it? It is. This time, Mikhail's gaze held fast to Sev. Sev, Mika, we do know each other, don't we? I think so. How? I've never met you, I'm sure of that. I don't know. But the moment I saw you, I knew that somehow I knew you. It doesn't make any sense. Nope. It's like I have these memories hidden inside of me, but whenever I try to think about them, my head starts to pound. We need to keep this between us, okay? Why? I don't know who I can trust yet. If there really is some history between us, we might be at an advantage if we know about it. Does that mean you trust me? As much as I trust anyone else in a death game filled with strangers. Fine, I trust you. For now. I trust you too. And now kiss! Mikhail stood, putting some distance between the two men that had very quietly been shrinking. Glad we're on the same page. As much as I'm enjoying this reunion, if we could call it that, we need to get moving. You said we need a password? Yeah, for the door. Then let's find it. I bet the other two are already waiting for us. Especially considering we only have an hour and a half left. If I was a spooky ghost and or a kidnapper, where would I hide a secret code? How can one person be so flippant? Pretty easily. Come on, Mika. Time to escape. It's Mika. You didn't seem to mind a minute ago. Oh, how about this bad boy? Sev walked up to the large cabinet and opened the doors. It was empty. Looks pretty empty to me. Behind it then. No harm in trying. Help me push. Mikhail stood facing the cabin, both hands on the aged wood. Are you deaf? I don't think so. Sev, with nowhere else to go, stood behind Mikhail, wrapping his arms around the man to set his hands against the cabin. Oh my god! With a smile, Sev pushed himself onto the tip of his toes and set his chin on top of Mikhail's head. Hehe. Look here, maybe we know each other, but you know we're also complete strangers, right? Do you do this to everyone? Yeah, it's just you. Only with you. I don't want to do it with anyone else. Do you even understand what you're saying? Yeah, I do. Just stop pushing already. With a crack, the cupboard was pushed to the side, revealing what was hidden behind it. Another screen that seemed to match the one beside the locked door. I think we found what we're looking for. How does this thing have power anyway? This house is in ruins. I don't know. Do I look like an electrician to you? Are you an electrician? Hi, Paul! How are you doing? No. Huh. Well, you definitely have the look going for you. I'm just going to ignore you. Sev took a step closer to the screen. On it was simple questions. What is Rini afraid of? What is a question? How are we meant to know? What are girls usually afraid of? Monsters? Vampires? Ghosts? You're welcome! I hope you enjoy your coffee and your cookie. That's what you're afraid of. Oh, right. I feel like she told us. Huh? When? Before... back in the church. Didn't pack you for a religious guy. No, we went through a game just like this. Ugh. He stumbled back from the screen, tripping and falling until he hit the ground. I just ate. How about you? I'm good! We have beer, so I'm perfectly fine. Well, are you okay? Mikhail rushed to his side, quickly grabbing his arm to help him to his feet, but Sev just shook his head. I'm fine. I thought I saw Rini there, in that church. We spoke. Their hands lingered. Seth's grip tightened on Mikhail. Then, do you know the answer? Church was here. I know it. Okay, there it is. Does anyone have a phone? I don't own a phone. I think mine was taken. Wait. I have to remember all of this. Seth, are you okay? A grief came over Seth's heart place from a place unknown. What was that? Who was that? I think I know the password. For the phone? Seth nodded and pulled it back out of his pocket. It awaited the 4-digit code that would unlock it. I have to remember all of that! No. With the sound of the lock coming loose, the locking screen faded away and in its place was a single word. Coffin. Coffin? Is that meant to be the code? That's a terrible password. That's like the equivalent of making your password ABC123. You say that, but neither of us guessed it. Fair point. We still have together left? Hold on. Together? That's what we haven't used yet. Neither the girl nor Seth made a move to walk towards the coffin. Aren't you going to open it? You're the one who wants to open it. Can't you do it? But what if it's really a zombie? So, you agree? No, I'm just messing with you. I think it would be funnier if you open it. It's not a zombie. It's not a zombie. Okay, here we go. Coffin. How did you know the phone's password, by the way? Did you find it somewhere? I have no clue. It just kind of came to me. Are you a mind reader or something? That would be helpful, but no. Or, I don't think so. The panel beside the coffin letting out a ding, and the click came from within. Seth leaned in close, putting both hands on the lid. He lifted it slowly, carefully, ready to slam it back down at the first sign of aggression. You asshole. Nope, no zombies attacking today. He slammed the lid back down and quickly sat on it. Underneath him, it shook wildly, and a voice came to be heard from within much more clearly than before. Seth, I think that's a person. I might have used to be a person, but it's definitely a zombie. I know it might seem outlandish, but there's actually been a lot of research into several diseases that can make your body become a zombie, like... Why does Twitch make the drop-down arrow look like the back arrow? What? Oh! But you found it, yeah? So, that's good. That's good then. No, I really think there's human in there. Oh. Seth fell back onto the floor and the lid of the coffin immediately flew off. Someone, or something, jumped out of the prison with speed, a blur so fast that Seth couldn't do anything to stop it. The thing grabbed onto Seth's sleeve. Please hold on, I don't want to get bitten by a zombie today. There he is. What the hell are you blabbering about, asshole? Wait a second. Sebastian? Seth stared into the face of a young man. He was probably in his 20s, with dual-colored hair and a matching outfit to boot. He stared and stared, waiting for his brain to kick in and telling him who it was. Oh, my head. Alright, asswhip, why the hell did you put us in here, huh? Where are we? What are we doing here? First of all, asswhip is a shit insult. Second, I didn't do anything to you. In fact, I think you should be thanking me, considering I just let you out. Thanking you? Oh, that's rich. Get fucked, I'm not thanking anyone. I'm going to put you back in there. You are not. Seth grabbed the man and had nearly picked him up when his companion finally raised her voice. Okay, That's enough. Stop fighting. What's going on here? Do you two know each other? No. Unfortunately. Wait, what? This asshole is probably the one who brought us in here in the first place. Speak for yourself. Seth wouldn't... Seth? Oh, you're his girlfriend or something? No, we don't know each other. What's your name? Mikhail. And yours? Rini? Me? Yes, you're Rini. My name is Rini. Wait, do you know her? Do you know Rini? The little girl shook her head. I just know that Rini is Rini. Okay, did you come out of the coffin? Leave her alone. You probably put her in there too. Look, I don't know what your problem is, but we're all stuck here just the same. Did you hear that voice telling us we only have 2 hours to escape? Seth looked away from Mikhail and instead to the new arrival. Now, what's your name? Nini. I'm 8. She's 8 years old. She's so cute. My baby. Well, Nini, that's 8. It's nice to meet you. My name is Sebastian. If you want, you can call me Seth. All the really cool people do, and you look like a cool person. Nini's face brightened up immediately. Okay, Seth. I was in the coffin with Mika. Mika. Shut up. You shut up. Enough. That's enough. Look, now we all know each other's names, we need to trust each other. Trust this jerk? No way in hell. What is his problem? I don't even know him. I don't think, anyway. We're already on our 1.5 hours. There's no time at all. Whatever. Then what do we do? To be honest, we were hoping the way out would be in there. Seth nodded towards the coffin. It's a coffin, not a door. Oh shit, my apologies. I've always had problems telling the difference. You know, both wooden, big, they open. My bad. Mikhail rolled his eyes. Why don't you go ahead and check the doors then? Since you didn't seem to bother trying, I think I will. Mikhail turned and one by one tested each door. He then picked up a loose brick and threw it at the window, which simply bounced back and hit him in the chest. What's Mika doing? Making a fool out of himself. Given up and filled with embarrassment, he made the walk of shame back to the trio. How'd that go for you? Maybe you want to try the coffin again? There's a clue hidden somewhere. Excuse me? This place is huge. It could be anywhere. Excuse me, Mika, Seth, Rini? What is it? Nini pointed back into the coffin. There's a word written up there. On the lid. Could have told us about it, Mika. Don't call me that, and I couldn't see it before. It was really dark in there. I was scared. But Mika told me some fun stories, so I wouldn't cry anymore. It says underneath. Underneath? So we have to search under something. Let's split up and take a look around. Quickly, too. Nini followed behind Mikhail like a lost puppy, though he didn't look particularly upset by that. Really is a pretty name. It is. Do you think it's your real name? It feels right, so I guess I'll do. Anyway, how do you know Mikhail? We did it. We need to open the doors. Mika! I'm sorry, you didn't deserve this. What? Who was that? I really don't think I do. The forbidden redeem? Are you sure you wanna enable this, Del? We talked about this just yesterday. But he recognizes you instantly. Have you lost your memories too? I think what you guys can do is like enable and disable things for a certain stream. But if they are disabled in my Twitch settings, you guys cannot enable them. At least they cannot be redeemed. I think that's the difference. I don't think so. Wait, how do you know if you've only lost the memories if you can't remember which memories you lost? That's a good question. Either way, he does seem upset at you. A full pang through his heart. Yeah, maybe I should go bug him? That doesn't seem like a good... With a spring in the step, he bounded over to the man who looked like he walked right off the set of black and white movies. Did you know that they invented color television in the 1950s? Is that a joke? A pickup line? I just thought maybe you didn't get the memo. You got a problem with how I dress? Nah. Nah? Sure sounds like you do. Nah. Is there something you want? Yeah. Well, hurry up and say it. Oh, I just wanted to say hi and ask why you seem to hate me. How did you guess us out of the coffin? Oh, I used this. Seth held up the phone, his new prize, only to have it nearly snatched away by Mikhail. Where did you find that? Just kind of over there. Yeah, I did check the Twitch settings when looking for how to pause redeems. Not even headmod can access those settings. Yeah. You're not allowed to do everything, Del. Also, the forbidden redeem better stays in the basement. Okay, Jake, thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Well, it's mine, so I'd appreciate you giving it back. If you say please. Please. Pretty please? I'm not... Say pretty please with cherries on top, Mika. Mika. Why does it hurt when she says that? I'm not doing that. Fine, then I'll settle for you telling me what your problem is with me. You left me when I needed you the most. Happy now? Nice to know you forgot about me so fast. Mika grabbed his mobile because Seth could argue. Any luck over here? I might have gotten a chance to search if I wasn't being harassed by a certain someone. How about under there? I'm not allowed to do everything yet. I can actually set up people who are allowed to stream on my channel. Nini pointed at the coffin, unsure of herself. That's a great idea, Nini. Let's find out. All four braced themselves to push as if their lives depended on it, and all four nearly fell flat on their faces as pushed to the side with ease. Hiding under where the coffin once sat was a rectangular hole that led down into complete darkness. Seth kicked the rock down into the hole and waited for it to hit the bottom for longer than he would preferred. Ladies first? Scared? No. Well, a little. I mean, it's a long drop and it's kinda dark. So, how about you go first? Get your ass down there. Aye aye. Seth took a deep breath and then slowly made the descent. Cold clung to the metal of the rungs, chilling Seth to his core. Every step downward took him further into the darkness, which soon consumed all of his vision. All that existed for a brief moment was himself, the bite of the cold metal, and the darkness. Are you okay down there? At this point, Rini's voice sounded distant and foreign, as if it was from another time, another place. I've fallen all the way down and broke my leg. Help! Oh no! Don't listen to him. He can't take anything seriously. Down, 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 and down even more, until finally he saw a dim light below him and his feet touched the ground. I'm at the bottom. It's safe, so start coming down. Nini, you go next. It's so dark. Don't worry. Seth is at the bottom, and he'll catch you if you fall. Just go slowly, okay? Okay. In record speed, Nini reached the tunnel below and was helped down from the final rock by Seth. Rini joined them a minute later, and finally Mikhail started the descent. Don't fall! I have no plan to. But you don't usually plan for things like that to happen, do you? As he hit the final rock, Seth put his hand out to help the man, but it was swept away with annoyance. Finally, with all 8 feet on solid ground, the four regrouped. Nini ran over to Mikhail and wrapped her arms around his legs. Hey, what are you doing? I'm glad you didn't fall, Mika. Yeah, glad you didn't fall too. Mikhail's usually frowning face softened a little as Nini beamed up to him. Hey, Rini. How do you think Nini knew your name? Rini looked away and shook her head. I have no clue. Do you think you two know each other? If we did, Why would she keep it secret? Good point. You don't think she brought us here? Maybe. Am I the only one who just is listening to the audio while doing stuff? No, I think Rio did the same. So you're not the only one. But thank you for listening. I mean, the story is mostly transported by text, so it's okay to just listen. Also, the music is very pretty. But she's a good girl, so I hope not. Yeah, me too. What are you two whispering about? We're just talking about you, don't worry. Hey! Only good things, I promise. Are you okay? Rini jumped to the side, clutching onto the oversized sleeve of Seth's jumper. I'm okay. I just thought I saw something moving in the shadows. Are you... Are you afraid of the dark? Scared that society is on the verge of collapse and that when the day comes, your loved ones may not survive? You may even be forced to go against them as then best up? But then maybe it's a good thing if society collapsed? Maybe she's just afraid of the dark. Are you afraid of the dark? A little. In one smooth movement, Seth linked his arm together with Rini's, pulling the two closer. There, nothing to be afraid of. The group followed the underground hallway further and further. The air felt stale, undisturbed for the length of time none of them knew. For some time, the only sound that filled the silence was their footsteps. Mikhail's hurried and heavy, knees at double the speed to keep up, and Rini and Seth who were in sync. The past seemed to go on forever. Time was ticking down, steadily and surely, until finally they found what they were looking for. 2 doors. We should stick together and check each in turn. Nope, we'll take this door. Come on, Rini. Mikhail? As the two walked through the open doorway, it automatically shut behind them, instantly cutting them from vision. He really doesn't like you. Can't say I'm much of a fan of his either. Why is the third option so long? Because Seth is a satisfied yapper. Shall we then? Not many other choices, I suppose. The pair took the door to the right, as decided by Mikhail's rushed decision. The music is very relaxing, I know, right? I just opened the game and set up everything on OBS earlier, and the music is so nice. I could listen to it all day. The doorway was a large staircase that led further down. How deep does this thing go anyway? Too deep for my liking. Why would anyone have all of this under a church? And why did they use it for? Maybe there'll be someone else down here who can help us, or the person who brought us here in the first place. Rini's grip tightened on Seth. You didn't do it, did you? What if I did? Well, I would have to turn around and run. Really? Of course. Whoever brought us here must be some crazy perverse weirdo. Sounds kind of like me. What do you think? I think you couldn't have come up with something so elaborate. Ouch. It's true though, I'm probably not smart enough to come up with all of this. You're safe with me, I promise. I can't make any promises for Mikhail though. Even though the idea of being watched from somewhere is terrifying, I think I'd rather that than having to doubt any of you. I start school tomorrow at 10:55, I'm so happy. Yay! Sounds good! Hope you have an amazing time. May everything turn out perfectly fine for you. Oh! I thought you were gonna start school, you know? Like start. And not like starting the first lesson, like just 3 hours later. But anyway, it's good news anyway. Yeah, me too. Well, Mikhail is kind of an asshole, so I really doubt him, but the rest of you... Finally, the steps that led ever downwards came to an end. The duo walked on a large archway that was decorated with the aged face of a lion. An empty room. Hey, would you look at that? The room was relatively bare. A light was bolted to one wall, flickering and leaving creeping shadows over every surface. Each tabletop was completely bare. Whatever the room was once for and whatever once sat on the tables was long gone. But most importantly, along one wall was a long, thin window that looked into a matching room. On the other side were Mikhail and Nini. You too! Did you find anything? Huh? I think the rooms are completely soundproof. Let's test that, shall we? Hey, Mikhail! Mika! Mika! Can you hear me? Mika! Mikhail's face twisted in confusion as Seth twisted and twirled around the room. I'd say we're good. He poked out his tongue at Mikhail, who quickly raised his middle finger in response. So crude. When you're done dancing, take a look at this. Sitting just under the window inbuilt to the wall was a monitor covering a layer of dust. Rini brushed it off, then wiped her hands against Seth's sleeve. Hey! It says, the door to leave your room will open in except 45 minutes. 45? We don't have that much time. Alternative, you may press the button on this screen to open the other team's door immediately. Their door? How is that helpful? So, they probably have a button to press too. If we both press it, then the doors will open? Do you trust that Mikhail will really press his if we press ours? I trust him about as far as I can throw him. Though, to be honest, I do think I could throw him a fair way. He's pretty short. Beyond the glass, Nini and Mikhail were both looking down at something in deep in conversation. A few moments later, Mikhail held up his phone screen to the window. Press your button. What? Just us? Winnie, is there anything we can write on? Doesn't look like it. Interpretive dance it is! Seth raised his arm at the window, getting their attention just in time for his performance to begin. He shook his head, let out an excerpted sigh, and pointed back at Mikhail in an exaggerated, accusatory way. After, he feigned pressing the button, pointed back at Mikhail, then repeated the action once more. Even through the soundproof room, Seth could hear the vein popping on his forehead. Mikhail turned back to his phone, typing angrily for around 20 seconds, then shoved his screen back to the window. On it was a language so colorful that almost made Seth blush, but it all boiled down to something like this. Push your button or I'm going to break down this wall and make you press it. Once again, he busied himself typing. Just trust me. If he doesn't press it, would Nini? I would think so. But I don't know. Then what should we do? It's up to you. Whatever you decide, I'll have your back. And what if I really was the person who locked us down here? Wouldn't I make a bad decision on purpose? How do you know you can trust me? Rini simply shook her head. I remembered a few things. Really? She nodded, hesitated to continue. It's really hazy. Whenever I try to think too hard, my head starts hurting, throbbing. It feels like lightning behind my eyes. But I remember a house out in the middle of a field, far away from any city. And I lived there with my father. That sounds nice. He would take me out to play in the fields. He let me practice makeup on him even though he could never get it off. He played dress up with me and he played the princess so I could be the queen. Aww! Parent goals! Father of the year! You have to bike for 30 minutes to go to school? Rini clutched the front of her dress tightly. And you remind me of him. A lot. So I trust you. I don't think that's misplaced. He must have been really good looking then. And smart, funny, thoughtful, generous, kind, reliable. Okay, I get the idea. Oh, good. With a smile, Seth turned back to the monitor. To press or not to press? Can I trust him? Trust is a strong word, don't you think? Something very hard to win. I don't trust him, but I choose to believe in him this time. I guess. Feel free to convince me otherwise, I could honestly go either way. If you want to believe in him, then I will do too. Don't let me down, Mikhail. As soon as Seth's fingers pressed down on the button, both Mikhail and Nini's heads whipped around to look at something. The door opening, Seth assumed. And without missing a beat, Mikhail and Nini were gone. Well, he let me down. Would have guessed. Yo. Oh, I never doubted you for a second. So I always have to leave at 7:25. Well, I usually get up at 6 for work, so I feel you. How? I don't know what your instructions were, but ours said we had to convince you to press the button without pressing ours. A game designed to test our trust. And I knew that we could trust you. You're such a bullshitter. That's a bad word. You're such a bull crapper. Doesn't really have the same impact. I don't care. If we're done with the shabby trust shit crap, then let's get out of here. Seth glanced at the remaining time. 1 hour. If we waited the 45 minutes out, we probably would have died, huh? Another long tunnel. How original. Mika? Mika? Mika bent down low enough for Nini to whisper into his ear. The further we go, the more worried I am that there really isn't any exit. Rini, can you come with me? Come on. The young girl grabbed Rini by the hand and pulled her further along the tunnel and round the corner until they were out of sight. What the? I'm coming too! Wait. Wrapped in darkness, it was hard to tell, but it almost seemed as if Mikael's expression had softened considerably. What is it? I just wanted to say thanks for trusting me. You didn't have to. I might not have trusted you if our positions were flipped. Well, I wouldn't have, so thanks. It's fine. I just want us all to get out of here. It's as simple as that. We will. I hope so. Look, I feel like we need to clear the air a little. You said you know me. It's not that I've forgotten. I'm sure of it. We've never met. Your name is Sebastian. You're 23. You went to... I get it. You know me. But I don't know you. Are you sure about that? That's impossible. Why do you hate me then, specifically? Do I really have to say it? Well, I'm not a mind reader. I don't think anyway. Fine. Back when we were in high school, you made friends with me, even though I was just an unpopular loser. And when I told you that Look, it doesn't matter what I told you, but you dropped me as fast as you became friends with me. Asshole. Give me a break. I don't even remember that. Then what? Out of the two of us, one of us had false memory? Or both of us? You sound insane, but I give you the benefit of the doubt for now. I ship them. The game ships them. They're so cute. I want them to kiss. I hope they're gonna kiss. I take back the asshole. Thanks. Oh, don't thank me. Thank yourself for looking like such an airheaded idiot. You're putting on very convincing act. Oh, I always look like that. Do you always look how you look? You know, like someone puts salt instead of sugar in your hot chocolate? You know what? You're an asshole. A complete and utter asshole who can't take a single thing seriously to save his life. I'm serious when I'm thanking someone. I don't believe you. Seth pulled on Mika's long, oversized sleeve, forcing the two of them to stop face to face. Thank you. You still could have got out of your room and left us if you wanted to, so thank you. And I'm sorry. You don't need to say you're sorry to me. We're friends. There's no need for that, not between us. They're so cute, I know, right? Please just kiss! I need them to kiss! Sorry, if all of that did really happen to us. It's whatever. Come on, hurry up already. He turned away from Seth's earnest expression and quickened his pace, rounding the curved tunnel. Nini? What are you muttering about? Not even a you're welcome? Shut up for a second. Then he saw it. Rini on the ground and Nini standing next to her body. Mika? Seth? Did you... No! Mika frowned, speeding up into a jog. What happened? Nini blinked hard, trying desperately to stop herself from crying. We were just walking and she suddenly collapsed. Really? Really? What were you talking about? I can't tell you. Nini, she said she can't tell us. And you think that's okay? What? Do you think it's her fault? I don't know, and she is the only one who does know. She is a child. You're being awfully protective of her, aren't you? Is there something you're not telling me? Like what? Like you two know each other before coming in here? Don't be an idiot. Are you family? I don't have any family. You don't have to tell this guy anything, Nini. The little girl is low-key sus. I would have never expected her. Like, she was cute all the time. Why is she sus out of nowhere? Nini held on tight to the front of her dress and shook her head adamantly. I didn't do anything to Rini. Really? Fine. Her body was light in his arms as Seth reached down to pick her up. I'd rather wait for her to wake up, but we're running out of time. Her face was calm and her chest slowly rose and fell. She's not hurt, at least. Mika, I really didn't. It's okay. I believe you. Rini must have been a little tired. She fell over and I tried to help her, but... You did a good job. Don't worry. No blood. She didn't seem to hit her head. She's just asleep. She really did seem awfully small in his arms. Awfully vulnerable. As the tunnel rounded, finally the destination comes to sight. A large wooden door, engraved with markings from both foreign and ancient looking. Seth's eyes turned to take in the spectacle. Although spider webs and dust littered the surface, underneath that you could tell it was a masterpiece. With a low, drawn-out crack, Mika pushed the door open. As Nini passed, she looked up at Seth with pleading, sorry eyes. He couldn't met those eyes. The air was musty with the smell of old books left for so long, and dust, which blew into the air as the trio walked into the room. She's just giving sus vibes, like she did something, or is it the reason they are there? But only in this part. Like, would you think that she has done anything in the other parts we read so far? Carefully, as he was putting down a prized possession, Seth sat down Rini on a low bench. She slumped to the side, still fast asleep. Wow. Nini tentatively tiptoed further into the library. Her fingers danced along the spines of the book before she spun on the globes in the center of the room. Her gaze traveled ever upwards, landing on the ceiling that was decorated with paintings of all kinds, of glorious battles, of love, of peace hard won. What is this place? A place someone wanted to keep secret, that's for sure. Be careful what you touch, Nini. It's okay. It's safe. It might not be... I don't think anything has had any traps yet, though. In this part, she's getting suspicious, I know, right? I'm wondering if the others get suspicious in other parts. Like, in Route 4, Mika died, so... Seth turned away from the other two as they chatted quietly. Instead, he turned his attention to the rows and rows of books. Some were so dated the titles could no longer be read. Others weren't even written in languages he recognized. Just what is this place? Scientific books of studies long lost to mankind graced his vision. Knowledge that no man should have. Perpetuate chronologically, huh? Watch out! Ah! His head whipped around at the sound of Nini's outburst. A blade was an inch away from her throat, protected out from between two books directly in front of her. What happened? I just wanted to look at the book. A lot of times little children are the villains. I mean, I saw horror movies where children were the killers, so I wouldn't be surprised. As soon as he tried to pull it out, it just sprung at her. Not that you would care. Don't be an idiot, of course I care. So you're done blaming a little girl for a grown woman collapsing? I was just worried about her. I know. You're not worried about how you make Nini feel? If you're not here to apologize, then hurry up and find a way out of here. Fine. Please don't fight. Once again, Seth walked between the rows of books, this time more carefully than before. Where is it? What do we have to do to leave this place? And who put us here? As the minutes ticked down, so too did Seth's anxiousness starts to rise. What the hell? There's nothing in this room with the coat. Mika? We've been looking for more than 30 minutes. Look, we only have 25 minutes left. If that door... He pointed towards the door that sat shut, beside it a screen waiting for the code to be inputted. If that door doesn't let out of here, then we're done. We'll have no time left. There has to be something. Then where is it? Minnie, you okay? Sebastian? I'm here. He rushed to her side. She clenched her head as if the ache was too much to bear. Where are we? In a library. We found it after you. She looked around with a newfound clarity in her eyes. Under the church. How... Where was I? Minnie, are you okay? How much time do we have? A little over 20 minutes. Shit. What happened to you? I don't remember. I was walking. Nini said something to me. Then my head, it started feeling like it was going to burst. Then everything went black. Stay there and rest. We'll find the way out. I'm fine. You're not. Why are you acting so serious? Because the situation is serious. Didn't you say that making jokes was your way out of dealing with things like this? Did I? Maybe not. Winnie hopped to her feet, unsteadily at first. Good to see you on your feet. Can you tell this jackass that Nini didn't do anything to you? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Nini looked down to the ground, her shoulders slumped. Have you found the code yet? We haven't found a damn thing. What's that? She pointed towards the blade, which still stuck out of the bookcase like a sore thumb. This place is bobby-trapped. It nearly got Nini when she touches the book over there. Winnie hobbled forward until she stood directly in front of the aforementioned bookcase. And one by one, she pulled the books from their places and dropped them to the ground. Winnie, wait! You could get hurt! It's okay. Look. Behind the books, on the now empty shelf, was a stuck note to the wood. Book 1 is in the 3rd position. The books in the 1st and 2nd place add to 9. Book 5 comes before Book 2. Can someone remember this? I type it in chat. Book 1 equals 3. Book in 1st and 2nd equals 9. Book 5 comes before Book 2. Book 5 before 2. Book 6 is 2 positions away from Book 5. Book 6, 2 posts away from 5. Book 7 is between Book 2 and 4. 7 between 2 and 4. Book 8 is one beside one other book. 8, one beside one other. They were in the wrong order? It looks like it. Look, the books have numbers and letters among their spines. If we can put them in the right order, it might give us the password. Alright, let me give it a go. Okay, put this here. Book 1 goes here. Book in 1st and 2nd equals 9. Book 5 before Book 2. Book 6, 2 positions away from Book 5. 7. Book in 1st and 2nd equals 9. Six and 3? No, this can't be. What equals 9? 5 and 4? No, that also doesn't look good. Like this? Book 5 is before Book 2. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, book 1 equals 3. So this goes here. And then first and second book equals 9. So it's either 7 or 2. Or 6 or 3. Or 3 and 6. And then book 5 comes before... I don't know. Book 6 between... Book 6? 2 positions away from 5. This goes here. Stop. Stop, bomb. Like this. Book 6, 2 positions away from book 5. 7, between 2 and 4. Okay, this should be it. Stop, bomb? That's a very specific password. As long as it's getting us out of here, I don't care what the passcode is. Nini rushed over to the door, jumping at the panel beside it. I can't reach. I'll do it. What's the code? Stop, bomb. That's not the code! I can have notes? Wait. Close, hold on. What's together? We have this one left. Damn it! Okay. We have this password though. No, it's just you. Skip. I wonder why my time moved around that. Answer time. What is Rini afraid of? Dark. There. Easy. Oh, it changed. How old is Nini? Maybe 5 or so. Have you ever actually met a 5 years old? She's got to be older than that. I don't know. I'm not the one with memories that seems to answer all of our questions. She's... The pain traveled from the back of his head to the front. Behind his eyes is terrifying to force himself to stop thinking. I got it. Really? Yeah, she's 8. The screen faded to black before one word came up in white text. Repeating. Ugh. Take it easy. We don't want that head of yours to explode. So, you do care. It would be too messy to clean up. Despite his cool words, Mikael still hung on tight to Seth's hand. I'll try the password. Wait a second. Weren't you the one going on about not wasting time? Thanks. Wait, what did I do? Stuck with me even though I'm this insufferable. Out of the two of us, I'm definitely the more insufferable one. Wasn't it 8? Yeah! Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Swag, but a YouTube stream is so far behind Twitch stream. Guess we're a good pair then. Guess so. The two approached the door that hopefully lead them closer to the exit of the nightmare they found themselves in. Beside it, a screen similar to the last, though smaller, awaited the passcode. Here goes nothing. What's the code? It's either together or stop bomb. Okay, that's all we have. So, But it's late already. I saved. Maybe we squeeze this in tomorrow before we play Ni no Kuni. Because I really want to finish this game, because this game is 10 out of 10. I recommend this highly to everyone. And on Twitch... Hold on, return. Quit. On Twitch we will be raiding. I don't think there is someone streaming on YouTube that I know. But in case, just let me check. Live. No one that I know. So we will end the YouTube stream, and on Twitch we will be raiding into Emmy. Oh. Never mind, Emmy just finished her stream. Good plan. Hold on, let me see if someone is actually playing the game. No? Just me. Cool. Who else do I have? I don't know if Lacey will be finishing too, it seems. So yeah, we can do Vid. Emmy seems to know when you want to raid her. I know she's running from me. She's running from me. Okay, we can do Vid though. Vid is it just started like an hour ago. And because Vid is like streaming for thousands upon thousands of hours anyway, we can just do Vid. And so yeah, especially thank you for the people who watched YouTube. It's stop bomb. Oh no, it's not. Apparently, I tried that. Like, why is the fucking live stream so much behind? Hold on. Watching. It's Epi time. Yeah, I'm gonna go Epi now too. So let me just finish the stream on YouTube. Thank you for giving love to the YouTube stream too. Stop boobs. Yeah, thank you for giving love to the YouTube stream too. It's gonna be archived there anyway, so if you want to check it out, then please feel free to, because YouTube does not delete VODs as Twitch does. On Twitch we're gonna be raiding to Vid, so please give him some love and say hi and leave him a follow if you haven't followed him yet. And yeah, we will finish this game tomorrow. After that, gonna switch up to Ni no Kuni. So don't leave me hanging. I'll be seeing you guys around tomorrow then. Bye bye everyone. Have a good night. Bye bye.